Don't have messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Who gon' get on that ass real quick one time? 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent, I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch be a whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course, get it lit up like a torch. You even low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that, I swear up to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick, I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zoc, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Hopper Free. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking over. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them U.P.K rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent, I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch be a whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that, I swear up to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call, I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. He ain't locked in with the cow, then when you speaking to me far. Yeah, I just took the floor, ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign, tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion, they can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. Can't do with them steppers, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent, I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch we whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that, I swear I'm to our car. And I just made the call, we gon' start another war.
Yeah, on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills how.
Yeah, on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you drop loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told him I need major motion. Think I'm joking. I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust. Now I'm too clean. Don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. U.P.K top dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that E-Line van to a damn tank. I got chopper stash in that attic like they Anne Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides. Gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W. That's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy. I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel. I got time to kill. Haters thought I died. I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the dust. Straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He's nice, but he don't show the skills how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got it made. Circle tight. Yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life. I ain't worried. I got Ray for real.
Yeah, those are missed. Yeah, nigga. Fake ass nigga.
You ain't no Israelite, bitch, you a gospelite, bitch.
Fuck you talking about? Hey,
If that nigga on war, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. How can I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade just line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. U.P.K, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm bout it. U.P.K too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All the nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Shoulda took the time, get a damn no. But I see the starter and I show her. She could never get a priest hoeing. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jury. In Tennessee while I'm touring. That's a Tennessee, but she luring. And that sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bitch muggin'. I say, if that nigga on war, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. How can I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade just line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. U.P.K too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Bass up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, that clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you're scoring off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. U.P.K play for keys, nigga. Commander General get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I was talking his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close comeback. Nigga, I popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. How can I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade just line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. U.P.K too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. I'm stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Backstage. This a Batman tune, I promise you. This shit lit, cuz.
my niggas prepared for the dog. Yeah. So we gon' get it on for the last days, nigga. You already know what it is. 140 for the rebel.
They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. It's a problem, tell them pop ball. I die for I let my colors fly, ball. For a nigga take me, they'll drop dead. AR, clean them up like a mop pig. Say he cool, he bad, he really so tough. They like, damn, look what he did to Billy go rough. Little bitch think she Kiki Palmer, silly hoe. She know I'm that bull, but I ain't from Philly though. From the city where they say about that ribbon like petty poops. Know them niggas plotting, gotta deal with me. Can't catch me slipping, got to steal with me. Just left Alabama, bought a chopper from some hillbilly move. He made my life feel the blade. Leave them all bruised, come through like a plague. Rebel off the leash like a dog out the cage. Call me Johnny Blaze on One West May. Watch your step get stretched like a limousine. So my brother bring that blade back wet. That's my enemy. A little nigga, this that cult need to talk. Niggas know I got blood in my cup. I just sip it like it's grenadine. They in a
Caesar Borgia. He's the son of the 6th Pope of Rome, Alexander or Rodrigo Borgia, right? This is the same picture. You don't have the Last Supper picture, right?
Don't say so.
Right. Everybody has smartphones. You could Google on the smartphone the Last Supper, right? That was painted by one of them, you know, sexual deviants, either Da Vinci or Michelangelo, one of them, which was supposed to be the image of Christ with his men before he was killed. It's supposed to be that image, but it's not. When you look at that picture of the Last Supper, it has him in the middle, the father, the uncle. You have a cup to go with this? I appreciate that, though. And a paper towel, too, all right? You have him, his father, his uncle, and his sister is also in that last supper picture. Robin, see if you could pull up the Last Supper picture for me, all right? You could put this where it normally be. Yeah. Take it over there, put it where it normally be. That there is our welcome committee right there. That's the doormat, right? It goes on the ground. You step on it everywhere you see it because that's the image of the devil. That's right. Right. According to the Bible, the white man is the devil. The Bible speaks of, right? And devil simply means what? Who knows? What does devil mean? Anybody take a shot? Hold on. I had to get these mics out. You're going to do a little walking around today, just to get the audio real good. Get the young brother in front right here, just to get the audio real good on the stream.
So was
make sure the mic is towards you. All right. The mic is this side.
Oh.
Let's make sure that. Yeah. Go ahead.
So the man on that photo you just showed me, yeah, is the devil one of God's, what's it called? Was he one of his fallen angels?
No.
So what was it?
Total volume over there. To what?
So what was it to God?
Hold on 1 second. I'm getting a ton of feedback. Where's that feedback coming from?
It's basically for the stream on here. It doesn't go all the way down. So yeah, you know.
No, you could clip that for now until they figure it out because it's kind of playing back in my head. That's until they figure it out. Just clip it, then you pull it back in. All right. Say it again.
So what
if anybody want water too, just show a raise a hand. The brother gonna grab it for you, water, juice, or whatever. All right. You go ahead.
So what I was saying is the photo you showed me, was that the devil himself, or was that part of the devils or a devil?
That's not the devil himself.
Okay.
All right, I get you. So that photo, right? You've seen that photo before.
Yeah, loads of times, yeah.
And who do they say that person is?
They say it's Jesus.
They say it's Jesus Christ. Right? According to the Bible, that's not Jesus Christ.
Okay.
All right. Let me give you the proof of what Jesus Christ looks like. I might need that back. Somebody got to hold it for me. Let me get Revelation. You have a Bible?
No. I have one at home, but I
ask you all if you all who need a Bible, you stay quiet, man. Come on, we have Bibles here, man. You can grab the Bible for the brother, all right?
So like you said, those devil mean deceiver.
Well, we get into that part, but they talk about who Christ is first. You're right, though. You're absolutely right. But let's see who Christ is first, all right? Get the brother a Bible if you don't mind. So what? There's one right there.
Isn't there different? There's different Images of Christ.
Yeah, it's like getting back to the sister. So just so everybody could hear you online, all right?
I've seen different pictures of Christ.
Of
the
who
white
they
man.
say Christ is, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you've seen
pictures.
this. You've seen another one where he have his hand like this, then his hands up, but they're all white.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So again, this person here is an actual man called Caesar Borgia. He was the son of one of Rome's popes, a very powerful pope.
Okay.
And that pope sought to immortalize his family. So he painted his son as Caesar, and said it was Jesus Christ. He painted the image of his entire family and said it was the Last Supper. I don't know if you know what the Last Supper looks like.
Yeah.
Right? You know that most people have it over the dining room area, supposed to be Christ and the 12 disciples. But you all have a few phones in here. Cap, pull up on your phone the Last Supper for me, please. Don't go back, pull up on yours and just show the people around. In that photo of the Last Supper, you have that Caesar. Just hold this up for me. The brother's gonna get it, mouse. I ain't no sweat. You got it. You're gonna have a picture of him in the middle. You have the father, you have the uncle, and also his sister called Lucretia Borgia. She's in there as one of the disciples. And they tell us it's 12 men, and it's not 12 men. It's really 3 men and 1 woman repeated. Because the Pope wanted his family to live on forever. Just so you know, that's the typical white man's aim. He never wants to die. He never want to pass nothing on. He want to keep everything and just be around forever. You found it? All right. You show them where the sister is.
Yeah, you see them sometimes as well when you go into church as well.
Yeah, and they're in the church. They're in the church because, of course, all churches come out of Roman Catholicism. Right, but show them where the woman is. The one without the beard is the sister. Right, you looking at that and thinking it's a man without a beard, and it's not. Show the young brothers on the end here too, and the sisters, so they know. They ain't too young to know. You get the point? That image is a fake image that's supposed to be Christ and his disciples, and that's a lie. That's really Caesar Borgia, a white man, and more white men. Robin, you can pull up the Last Supper picture for the people online. Once you get the camera straight, you just pull it back in, all right? You should be able to see it on the bottom, right? That you need to adjust. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine if you need to adjust it. Right, the one without the beard is a woman. That's Lucretia Borgia. And I know there's kids in here, but according to the history, he had a incestuous relationship with his own sister. He married his sister. He murdered her husband because he loved his sister so much, because those people are absolutely twisted. And it's not far-fetched, because even in Britain, you all would know in your history, the royal families would do a ton of inbred and inbreed and marrying to keep the wealth amongst themselves. And it was the same way with these people. And they tell us the greatest man to ever walk the face of the earth was him. And it's not him.
That's right.
I mean, you understand? So we're going to see who Christ is, right? Go to Revelation for me, brother. I'm going to have you read, all right? You can grab your mic from the sister. Cap, just grab your mic from the sister, get to the brother again, all right? Thanks. And again, if anybody have questions in between, just raise your hand. Just raise your hand. I'm going to stop, and we'll get it up, all right?
Which one?
Your audio don't go down? Oh, it must go down. I'll figure it out if you need it now. Just pull it out the stream. I'll figure it out for you.
1 about 15. So back about that, yeah.
No sweat. I got it.
Yeah, to 15, yeah.
From 15.
Okay.
All right. So this is you want to go and get Revelation 1. This is where you're at here. See vibrate? You hit that, and it's supposed to pull up all. You see media? All the way down. From 15.
Oh, from 15. Okay. So I start now.
Hold on, and it's still damn. What's going on with your phone now?
He always plays the best song.
Brother, you might want to restart this. Try to restart in your phone. Or if you have headphones, you can plug in. That'll work too. Go ahead. When you get a chance, go ahead. All right. So we go in the book of Revelations, right? Revelation. What does the word revelation mean? Anybody? Young brother. Let me hear it from you. Yeah, don't look around, man. I'll point right at you. Come on. Let's put the mic so he can hear. Give him the mic so he said. What does the word revelation mean? No, you right here. All black. Yeah. What does the word revelation mean? Take a guess. Try it. Don't worry about it. Listen, in here, this school, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. This is not the white man's school.
That's right.
The start
In
and the
here,
beginning.
say again?
The start and the end.
No.
No.
But let me finish this point first. This is not like the white man's school where you get made to be ashamed because you don't know. You're not supposed to know anything. You come to school to learn about something. But this white man, he's such a bastard. He makes us feel ashamed for not knowing stuff. He mocks us for how we talk, the way we pronounce things, because he wants us at the bottom of his society. In here, there's no stupid answer and there's no stupid question. You try. You try. If you don't know, you say you don't know. If you think it's something, you raise your hand, is it this? And it'll either be yes or no. But by the end of the day, you're going to get the correct answer. So I don't want nobody have no weight on their shoulder and nobody, feel a type of way to speak up. You understand? Just to take that off for you. All right. Anybody else wanted to try? You know what revelation mean? No, ain't no sweat. Come on, sis.
Is it near the end?
No, it's at the end, but it doesn't mean the end. Okay, originally the book of Revelation in Latin was called Apocalypsis, which means the end. But the word revelation means...
So it's the end of one thing, but the beginning of another thing.
Not really.
Right, okay.
Revelation means, just think root word, like transportation. What's the root word of transportation?
Sure.
Transport. What's the root word of
reveal?
To reveal.
Right. So
revelation means to reveal something. What would you have to reveal? Something that's hidden.
Yeah.
Exactly. Next time raise your hand though. But you're right. Give him a hand. Strong. You get strong quick. Revelation means to reveal. It's revealing something that's hidden. And that image has hidden the true Christ.
That's right.
That image right there has hidden justice from the earth, has hidden righteousness from the earth, has hidden your king from you.
Right.
Everybody they have who in the Buckingham Palace now? King Charles? Charles is his name? Yeah, Charles face everywhere. It's on the money. Right. But a black man's face, they hide it with that. So Revelation is about to reveal something to you. All right, go ahead, start to read from Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1.
15 to what, sir?
No, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Verse 1. Okay. So the revelation of Jesus Christ.
Lift up that voice, man. I know you be yelling louder than that. Get loud in here.
All right.
Go ahead.
The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to shew unto his servants.
Stop right there. Read that line again from the top.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Read it one more time.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
This book is about what?
Jesus is Christ's revelation.
It's going to reveal something about Jesus Christ.
That's right.
It's going to reveal something about him. It has to. And this book was written thousands of years ago, at least 2,000 years ago, at least. Right? The whole compilation of it. So this book was written by John the Revelator. John was a brother who the Lord gave visions, right? He gave him a vision. He showed him things in his mind, in his dreams, in his sleep, and these was visions from the Lord. And the Lord saw 2,000 years ago that we are going to need 2,000 years later something that's going to tell us about Christ, because somebody was going to come and hide Christ from us.
That's right.
So now this book is about revealing something about Jesus Christ. Skip me down to verse 13. All right. You got it back in?
And then his
use another phone if you need to or not.
That's what I was trying.
You're trying to do?
It's not connecting to the earphones for some reason.
No sweat. You have regular aux port?
This one does.
It does? See, your young boys like this Bluetooth shit. Old school is never ever going out of style. Old school is the new school, is the present school. Look how that has come save the day. The wires. The wires, get the wires. You all want to get Tesla and Bluetooth and all this type of shit. What's going to happen when the Tesla don't work, huh? Vroom, vroom, nigga. Vroom, vroom. All right. Just put the actual headphones part on the table or something. All right. Give me verse 13.
And in the midst of
read a little louder.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the parts of golden girth girdle.
Right? So it says in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, right?
Yeah.
The 7 candlesticks this is what it's talking about.
Yeah.
Right? This is called the menorah, right? This is 7 branches. What our candlestick looks like. The white man has different candlesticks. The Jewish man has 9 branches, which is not biblical, right? The biblical candlesticks are 7, right? It's always been like that from the times of old. The 7 candlesticks in Revelation, they represent the 7 churches or schools that Paul, the Apostle Paul, set up round about Asia Minor and outside of Jerusalem, right? All these 7 schools like, Philippia, Corinth, school in Ephesus. That's why you have Ephesians in the New Testament. You have Corinthians in the New Testament. You have Philippians in the New Testament. He had school Galatians in Galatia. You had schools all over. And there were 7 schools that Paul set up. And the vision is that in the middle of these schools, imagine the 7 candlesticks. Imagine you have 7 of them. They ain't in a line, but they like in an array. In the middle, smack in the middle of them. Read it again.
Number 13, yeah.
Yep.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
Right,
clothed.
in the middle of the 7 candlesticks, there was a man like unto the Son of Man. That phrase, Son of Man, who is it talking about?
Jesus.
That's what they synonymously use with Christ.
Yeah.
So he's seeing Christ in the middle of the 7 candlesticks, like he's the center, and all these schools are built around him. Because Christ is our King. That's the vision. Go ahead.
Okay, clothed with the garment down to the foot, and girt about to paps with the golden girdle.
And in this vision, he's seeing Christ with a long garment down to the foot, long. And around his paps, your paps is your midsection, your middle. He had a war belt, a golden war belt. That girdle is like a war belt. You see some of the brothers wearing them at Passover. You look at our Passover pictures, our Sabbath service pictures, all our high holy days. The brothers would wear full garments with the whole thing going down to the floor. It's called an ephod. Some people call it a robe, but it's like something you throw over. Doesn't have any sleeves. Some of them have sleeves, and there's a big belt. Belt is similar to like a wrestler's belt. You ever see those wrestling belts, those WWE belts?
Yeah.
It's a belt like that, or weightlifting belt, right? That weightlifting belt, similar to that, but imagine this thing is made of solid gold, right? And Christ would wear these belts, and his disciples would wear them, because why? I'm too officers, you could pass it out to everybody else, whoever wants, all right? Christ would wear it because I see you. Yes, you're getting fed both ways, brother. You're getting fed the food and the food. Food for the body and food for the soul. Food for your spirit. Right? Christ would wear that belt because Christ was a man of war after the Most High. And that belt today is the equivalent of a bulletproof vest. Like how brothers will wear the padded vest, the Teflon vest. That belt is to prevent you in a battle with a sword or an axe, to prevent you from getting your middle cut out. Because in a fight with a blade, you get cut in your middle, brother, you're done. Your guts is gonna fall out. That belt is now gonna like hard leather. Ain't nobody could thrust you through. Nobody could cut you. So it's damn near like a bulletproof vest for today. So Christ was wearing that. Keep reading.
From which point?
After 13, go to 14.
Okay. His head and his hands were white like wool.
Say it again.
His head and his hands were white like wool.
His head and his hairs. I believe hairs, right? Or hands?
Hair. Oh.
Hairs, right?
Hairs.
No sweat. The print is a little bit small in that one. His head and his hairs were white like wool. What does that mean?
You're saying is was he fairly old?
Say again.
Was he fairly old? It says his hairs.
You're close. You're close.
So I'm guessing he had white hair.
Yep. He had white hair where? Say it again. Next time, raise your hand, though. That's the only rule in here. You gotta raise your hand.
On his head.
He had white hair on his head, and
his hat. What? His hair.
And his hairs. His hairs. That's old English.
All over his like body.
No, because how you would see it if he had on clothes.
Like, I mean, like the oh shit.
Yeah. Now we learning something. Yeah. Now we learning the hairs on his face, his head and his hairs. Right, it's like saying your head on his beard, or You see a man with a big beard, they say, yo, you hairy, talking about his beard.
Excuse me.
So go ahead, sis.
I've got the picture, but it's the wrong picture. My brother told me I've got the wrong picture.
No sweat. No, don't. If he says the wrong one, don't show it. If hell no, we ain't showing that shit. Okay, no. Let me explain something to you, sis. And I'm glad you're in here and everybody is in here. Commander Gen.Yahanna has never ever changed what he's learned. Like the truth that came down from 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York since 1969 is what I'm teaching you today. Commander Gen.Yahanna taught it to all of us and we teaching you. You're going to see other people claiming to be Israelites saying shalom. They may wear fringes. You might see them with a shield on their garments, or without the shield, you might see them with this. If they say anything against I.S.U.P.K, I can guarantee you it is not the truth.
That's right.
And I would even go further to say, let's put them to the test. If they think they have the truth and they think they're right, let's put them to the test. But I can guarantee you today, they are not any truth. They don't have nothing about the truth. And whatever, anything you see that doesn't come from us, you should not even look at. Get the point? Come on.
So I think one of these groups, the picture of Jesus Christ as their leader.
That's the other thing. One of these groups are, they just like how the Pope painted his son as Jesus Christ. One of these groups, this sodomite, he's so vain. He took his own image and asked the artist to paint him as Jesus Christ. That's the image you have right there. You get the point? So that's definitely not, that's something we promote, in here, of course. But back to the point now. So his head and his hairs were white as wool. Does that picture have white woolly hair? So that's strike one, right? He got blonde stringy hair, right? Like shaggy hair, like Lassie, right? Keep reading. Sis, you have something?
Dog, exactly.
Like dog hair. I was trying to be a little bit politically correct. I know I'm in England. You get locked up for being antisocial, right? All right. Keep reading. Let me let the other brother read in the meantime. You want to let him read? You can just pass it to him.
Do I read?
Either one.
This one?
He look like he getting down, but he look at me like, nigga, I'm eating. I ain't gonna read nothing.
Let's read.
Yeah, I mean.
From where?
From
15.
If you have it on his phone, you can just keep the Bible. You can just hold the Bible. You have it on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and read it from your phone for now, all right? Read from 14 again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs was white like wool, so we covered that. Go ahead.
As white as snow, and his eyes
white as snow. Go ahead.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire. His eyes was as a flame of fire. So imagine looking at somebody with fiery eyes. What does that?
Quite intimidating.
Say again. Raise your hand. Yeah, raise your hand. You're getting here. Go ahead.
Quite intimidating.
Intimidating. That's a good adjective for it. Intimidating. What else? Striking. Yeah, Christ had very serious, intimidating eyes, and also his eyes was red.
That's right.
Right, he had red eyes, and that's what that happens to you. You take a little drink, you drink some wine, you drink some alcohol, your eyes start getting a little red. He was no alcoholic, but he had that serious look. Does he have a serious look?
No.
And baby blues. Put that picture a little bigger. Use the other one. Use the other image. They see them baby blues up there strong. Use the other window up. That puts the picture up. Puts that. Oh no, Slack. I thought that was the picture. You're right. Right? That's the baby blues up there. He ain't got that striking, intimidating eyes. He don't look like, he don't look like the king of the world, though. He don't look like that. You get the point? Keep reading.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
And his feet like unto fine brass. What color is brass?
Brown.
Now, I ain't never seen no two-tone man. I ain't never seen a man with white hands and white face with brown feet. Well, except Cartel. But, I mean, you get the point? So, if his feet was brown, his hands had to be brown, his face had to be brown.
That's right.
That is not Jesus Christ.
That's right.
That there is Satan's work.
That's right.
That's why we say the white man is the devil. As the brother in the back was saying, devil means deceiver. Devil means somebody who would lie to you. And that's a lie in the earth. You could ask anybody from any nation, any race, any religion, any age group who that is, and they'll tell you Jesus Christ. A deaf man would sign Jesus Christ. You get the point? Because that's a lie that's been pushed over the earth. And Christ is a black man. Christ looks more like you than
That's
King
right.
Charles.
That's right.
Christ looks more like Rashford than Beckham.
That's right.
You get the point? That's who Christ is. This here, this is a false image. This is the image of Satan. It's the image of the beast.
That's right.
He is the beast of the earth.
Yep.
He looks like a lamb. The scriptures say he looked like a lamb, but he spake as a dragon. And that's the white man. The white man looks harmless. He looks so harmless. He knock on your door, you'd open the door and let him in. But Dumgobal knock on your door, you're gonna tell us take 2 steps back. Worse again, if he have one of them puffy jackets and one of them Nikes on his foot, he a road man. You don't want him nowhere near your door when that's the man who you need.
That's right.
That's the man who you need to give space to and power to. What's the proof of that? Something that happened recently. Somebody? Something that happened recently. Yeah, your phone? Oh, no, sorry.
If I could say, in America, the story with Sonia Massey, how she suspected somebody was outside and she called the police. She called, she called White Jesus to go to help her, and he ended up unaliving her over, they say it's a pot of water. Apparently, he's trying to say his life was at risk.
That's right. That's right. I'll take that. That was definitely a good example. I wasn't thinking about that one, but that's a good example. But the one I'm talking about is exactly this thing here, the analogy I just made. People would let him in, but wouldn't let a black man in. Right? There's another thing. And the thing with Sonia Massey, the couple was leaving, his partner was leaving, and he kept pushing to go in the house. I don't know if you all saw the whole tape. He kept saying, "Are you all right? Is there anything else I could do for you?" And he kept walking up on his sister, walking up on her until she finally let him in. They wasn't in the house at first. They was outside, and they was leaving. And then that cop went back in there, and he put that sister to death. Right? The brother is right. Like the Commander Gen.Yahanna is building something that our people wouldn't need to call 911 first anymore.
Right.
You would call I.S.U.P.K first.
That's right.
You call I.S.U.P.K first, and let us start to step to that problem. And then if necessary, you call the emergency services. But calling them first is too many times a huge mistake.
Right.
Anybody know the other thing I'm talking about?
The image that they've given us is because we look intimidating, they try and it just gets into people's heads. So they give us a certain image, so that whenever
make sure you have the mic,
we approach people, we look just offensive like straight away.
Well, okay, that part is not true. That part is absolute propaganda. I'm gonna tell you straight up, that is propaganda. They'll say we look intimidating.
Yeah,
we don't. We look different than them, but we don't. What does looking intimidating even? What does that look like?
That's right.
Like that's propaganda. What the propaganda they push, what you're describing is what they've attributed to people with our features over time.
Right.
And that comes from Hollywood, right? Hollywood spends more money in destroying a black man's character than they spend on wars. Because they've been doing it since, TV and images was around. They destroyed black men's character. So now, you also saw the viral video with the little girl. Who stole the cookies? And the little girl said I think she said nigga. She said nigga or she said a black man? She said a black man did it. How does that little 3-year-old girl know a black man stole it?
Right.
It's propaganda. It's absolute propaganda. If we so intimidating, why when the cops show up, they're not intimidated? Why when they show up, everybody act right? Because we absolutely not intimidating. This is absolute propaganda. The example I was talking about was the Southport stabbing? Southport stabbing. right? You had some Rwandan, some Hamite, some disgusting Hamite went up in there. He's an absolute coward to go up in there and stab these little girls to death. I don't care if they're white, black, Muslim, whatever. He has no right to take the lives of anybody. Some disgusting Hamite who is not our people, because we are not African.
That's right.
We are not African. A brother would never do something like that. They say we violent. The violence we do is against each other. We never do unwarranted violence to another nation or people unless they did something to us first, and it's self-defense. But usually the violence we do is to each other. We never do no dumb terrorist, cowardly act like that. So this Rwandan went up in there and stabbed these girls and stabbed other people, killed a few of them. And then they say the cops arrested him, right? According to the news. The cops arrested him. How they arrested him? How did they get him? I'm come to your cap. I know you know. In fact, that's why I needed to pull it up for me. Don't go by wrong. If you use his phone, if you need to.
I didn't read that much into it, but
go ahead.
I'm pretty sure they did find him like exactly near that space.
So the cops just show up and he just did this with the knife. Yeah. All right, you all got me? Okay. The brother said first, I didn't read that much into it. That and all is not true. It's not that you didn't read into it. They didn't put the story out.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't put the story out. And that's the thing. This image is so much part of our life. We don't know. We believe everything they say, just without trying, without thinking about it. We start, anything they say, we kind of just go with it. So the story is he stabbed these girls and then the cops arrested him. That's it. Go ahead.
The funny thing is that on YouTube I saw a video. It was about a white man who attacked a young Asian girl for not a big reason, to be honest. There was no reason for him to attack her. But there was nothing like hype about it.
Right.
It was very low.
It was very low key.
Population.
I'm gonna give you another thing that's very low key. Robin, what's the brother's name? You can show his image now. You can show his image on the screen. The brother gonna pass the phone around to you. But what's the brother's name?
It was some Verite. Let me find this.
Yeah, I think it's Verite is his last name. This is what happened in that dance studio. That Rwandan, that crazy coward Rwandan went in there and started stabbing people, stabbed some kids.
Joel Verite, or how do you spell it?
Joel Verite, right? There was a janitor working in the studio that day. He was a black man. He heard the commotion and wondering what the hell going on, because this is not just kids dancing. Went upstairs and saw all the blood and fought that Hamite. Took the knife from him and subdued him until the cops came.
That's right.
Why are they not talking about him?
That's right.
He's nowhere in the news. But if that was a white boy, oh my gosh, Southport Superman, the hero of the studio, they'd have give him all these names. They'd have bring him up. They'd have give him OBE when they knight him. Well, the broad dead now, so somebody had to knight him. They'd have knight him for bravery, give him a new house, call it John Verite Lane. They'd have do so much things because he was white. But a brother who was a janitor, who if he show up on your doorstep with a puffy coat on, with a scully on and Nikes, you would look at him like, stay back. But that's your hero. Where was the cops?
That's right.
Where were they?
That's right.
Nowhere to be found. I just need to know if there was other men in that building that was not black, that was white, and what did they do? Because I suspect there was other men in there, and they went and ducked for cover, like they always do. They always run and hide when it's when the shit hit the fan. You get the point? When things get real, they run and hide. But in every situation I've seen, black men always step up and hazard their life and put their life in danger. Why? Because Christ was a black man, and he hazarded his life and put his life on the line, literally, for everybody. So it's in us to do that. It's in us to do it. We the real heroes of the earth, not that piece of filth. Man, you can throw that on the ground now. You can throw that on the ground and step on that thing. Everybody, you go to the bathroom, step on it twice. Step on it twice to water with mouse. I get mouse. Outside the spirit, mouse. I get on there and moonwalk on that forehead. Get the point? All right. So that's the importance of knowing who your heroes are. You need to know who your heroes are and what your heroes look like, because young boys think Superman is a hero. They think Batman is a hero, Spider-Man is a hero, and don't know your father is a hero.
That's right.
They don't know your brother is a hero.
Right.
They don't understand that because they tell you the greatest man who ever walked the face of the earth was a white man.
Right.
And that's a tragedy. That's a crime. That's an absolute crime. All right? I'm paused for questions. Come on now. I know y'all got some questions now.
So we didn't finish the Revelation one.
Oh, well, keep reading then.
About 13 or 14.
Where we was at? We was right at
And his
14.
His feet. Yeah, read 15 one more time.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they'd been burned in a furnace.
His feet was like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. Go ahead. And that they burned in a furnace. What does that mean? If you burn anything in a furnace,
Dark.
say again.
It's dark.
It's dark.
That's right.
It's dark. It's very dark. Christ was a dark brother. He was a black man, or refined. Like if you're doing metal work and you burning something in a furnace, it's to make it more refined, make it glow, make it you're purging out the impurities. So when you bring the gold out or the brass out, it sparkles. Which is why, okay, if you notice, East Indians are dark skinned, Pakistanis are dark skinned, Africans are dark skinned. We are dark skinned, but we look different than them. Our brown is different. It's different. We have a different. You could damn near tell most of the time. 90% of the time, you could tell. Okay, this is a brother. It's not a brother. You could damn near tell most of the time. Right? Go ahead.
And his voice is the sound of many waters.
And his voice was at the sound as many waters, meaning what? When he spoke, it was loud and powerful, like rushing waters. If you ever hear a waterfall or you're at the beach and you hear them waves crashing, it's a startling sound. That's our king, not that, silly image with that soft speaking, I come in peace type devil who, speaks softly and try to seduce you. And that's the whole game up that they do for us. You see all these devils and they speak so proper and like that P.S. Morgan. You all know, everybody know P.S. Morgan, right? P.S. Morgan speaks so proper and so eloquent and this and that. And when the devil called him out because Meghan Markle didn't want him, remember he got up and walked off? I don't know if you all remember that. That Meghan Markle who married to Harry, apparently P.S. Morgan was tracking her. You all say tracking up here? We just say tracking. What do you all say? Not stalking. He was looking at her, right? He had pre-Megan, right? He was pre-ing her, right? I like tracking. You get the point? And apparently Megan took him for one of them Cheesecake Factory dates where she just took him out for one, make him pay for everything and never called him again. Right. So when she showed up with Harry, he was mad as hell. And he started talking about her so much in the news that is it a brother or a devil, on his program said, you just mad because she didn't like you. And you went out once with her and she never called you back. Isn't that right? And Pierce got so angry, he got up and left. Where's all that wasn't God like? Go ahead.
That was a news. He does the weather and he does mostly the weather. Mixed is very light. Right.
The person who told him.
Yeah, weatherman. He's a weatherman.
Yeah, he told him off.
And he got up and he just walked out.
He walked off. You know why he walked off? Who knows why he walked off? Let me see if you'll understand this oppressor.
The man spoke the truth, isn't it?
True, and it was embarrassing.
It's a little bit more than that. That's how we think. It's embarrassing. That's how we think.
Oh, a black man told him.
No. So what's it called? His pride got broken.
That's true, but it's something else.
Shame.
Oh,
he's shame.
Like it. Is it the fact that another man succeeded? No.
Not all that is the shame, but he had to leave because if he stayed, the whole world would see what a devil really does when they're angry, which is kill people.
Right.
Pierce had to leave because he was about to do something violent to this weatherman. And in order to continue to have a career, I have to leave. Listen, Trump, hold on one second. I'm in class right now. Could I call you back? I'm in class right now. I'll give you a call back, all right? All right. Okay, no problem. I'll do that. All right. So that listen, a few weeks ago, Donald Trump survived an assassination attempt, right?
Oh God.
Did he, run for cover and run down any van? What he do? He get up and he put a fist in the air and he said, that's an oppressor. That's an oppressor. You get the point? That's him. He's not suffering that thing. And if there's nothing else he could do, if he can't talk you and beat you, he's going to kill you.
Right.
Even the oppressor that tried to kill him, he mad at Trump. So why not just go and make a podcast and speak about it?
Right.
And that's what people do.
That's right.
Kendrick was mad at Drake. He ain't trying to kill him.
That's right.
He made some songs, right? But this oppressor, he don't like you. You have to go in the ground.
Right.
You have to go in the ground. That's not us.
Right.
You get the point? That's not how we are. All right. Somebody had their hand up, sis. No sweat. When you remember, just let me know.
When you said about peers,
Copy.
when you said about peers, couldn't.
Would have probably done something. You mean done something there and then?
Mm-hmm.
I think security would just come in and rush him because.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he would have accomplished it.
Yeah.
But I'm saying these oppressors that we think is so calm and mild, war is in their heart.
That's right.
And that's in the Bible. Violence is in their heart. Blood is in their heart. That's how they solve every conflict. Every single conflict is solved with bloodshed. Somebody got to go.
Well, that's what the Illuminati. That's what they're on all the time, 24/7.
I mean, I wouldn't take it so far as the Illuminati, because to bring in that argument would mean, what about white people who are not in Illuminati?
Yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying, as
An example. That's what those kind of people are like.
Okay, this is what I would say. The cop that killed Mark Duggan, the officer from the Operation Trident, he ain't in Illuminati. He's in Trident. He killed Mark Duggan. The little beat street cop, the Boppy, who put his hand on Rashawn Charles' throat in London, he ain't in the Illuminati.
That's right.
The Paki, or the Palestinian who strangled that girl a few months ago in South London in his store, they're not in the Illuminati. They probably don't even know what the hell that is.
Right.
That's the point. That's why we can't get caught up in too much extra stuff. In fact, give me that in Romans, please. All right. And again, I understand what you're saying, sis, but in here, the Bible said, know the truth and the truth will set you free.
That's right.
Your mind is going to be free and clear today to look at your neighbor like he's a terrorist. Because your neighbor looks surely at you like you the mother of a drug dealer, and you will steal yourself. You're going to be free to see how they see us, and you're going to look at them for what they really are.
Right.
You're going to start to not give these oppressors an inch. And you ain't got to be rude about it. You ain't got to be rude. You just have to be, you got to be absolutely, what's the word? On guard at all times. You got to be on guard at all times. You got to play around with your brothers and your sisters, your mom or somebody back there. Some devil pull up with his kids. You have to start to watch, okay, where they are. Am I close enough to get to them in case something happens? Because these people are a violent group of people.
That's right.
Absolutely violent group of people. They're untamed. They get drunk and just tear everything up. The English hooligan. That's far from the Illuminati. That's, base level something. And then people in the so-called secret society, Illuminati, they ain't coming on the street and killing anybody.
No,
they ain't doing anything. Go ahead.
What I'm trying to say is, like, those kind of people, if anybody hurts them, they're not going out themselves to deal with them. They will send people out there to do their dirty work for them.
But let me clear that up for you. Even they are so far out of reach, you can't hurt them.
That's right.
You cannot. You can't hurt them. Like what could you do? They got so much money and so much power. Like we take. Most people, you'll take Uber up here, or you'll just drive everywhere. You'll take Uber. Just drive, right? Why don't you take Uber? It's expensive. Those people take a jet to go to France for lunch. What could you do to hurt them? You understand what I'm saying? You want the illumi everybody in the street. You want that person. You want to focus on that person. You don't want to be up here. And then these devils right here, you ain't really looking at them because the Illuminati so powerful and so this and so that. But you are right. The scripture does say we war against principalities and powers in high places. Sis? That's what the Bible says, right? I'm coming to you. The Bible says we war not against flesh and blood, but principalities in high places. So to a point, you are right. But we can't, our focus is not that. You get the point? That is not what we deal with every day. What we deal with every day is that oppressor who pulling you over and giving you a ticket because he's white and you're black and you are better than him, you work harder than him, you're smarter than him, and he hates you because his people can't get jobs.
That's right.
That's what you want to focus on. You want to focus on the Christian church pushing that Caesar Borgia, telling you that's right. That's what you want to focus on. The Illuminati don't care where you worship Allah, Buddha, Christ, a rock, whatever. They don't give a damn about that. Just continue being their slave.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not just
I don't want you
on
to get me
that,
wrong.
but I'm just kind of like giving you a little.
I definitely understand what you're saying, but again, I'm teaching for everybody and the people online. And some people online, they make their life about Illuminati, secret society, and Freemason this, and look for numbers and this, and see he's 33rd. See he did what's the thing they do? He did this with his hand. He took the picture right here. See he Illuminati. He Illuminati and he paying rent. Well, goddamn, he paying rent just like me. Scrapping to pay the light bill and the gas bill and go to Tesco just like me, and he in Illuminati. Nigga, shit, we in the same level. You understand what I'm saying? This is not just for you. This is just for everybody who ever heard about it. It's to take the guilt and the judgment off the white man. Right. Give me Romans 12 real quick, please. All right. If there's any other questions, please let me know.
All right. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. 12 and Slack, 12 and
hold on. 16.
Canada and Khan. Romans chapter 12 and verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
Be of the same mind one toward another.
Mm-hmm.
Mind not high things.
Right. It said be of the same mind one towards another. Right. Be of the same mind. What does that look like? Give me. Go ahead.
What do you say, sir?
The Bible says be of the same mind one towards another.
So think of each other.
And then the mic there.
So think of each other. Think of each other. Think the same equally. So be like the same with everyone. Don't treat anyone different just because of their race or color, whatever.
Oh boy, you had me there, brother, but then you turn around, dog. You come right to the door to come in the mansion, and then you went to the doghouse right there.
So what am I missing?
No sweat. Nah, I'm just teasing you, brother. Okay, what you'll understand as you come to class more, the Bible is not about loving everybody or talking about anybody else. The Bible is talking about us. Everything in the Bible, all the commandments is about us. Now, this doesn't mean you be evil to the other nations, but this is talking about us because out of everybody, we need to treat each other as you said. We don't need to be more respectful to the Palestinian man. We're very respectful to him. We so respectful, we join his religion and put on his dress. That's a ton of respect, man, for people who, would hate you. We so respectful to the white man, we go play for his football team, even though they put pictures of us as monkeys when we missed the penalty. Right? And that's what they did with Rashford and Sancho last Euros. They said that was the fault. There was a reason. So like it says, Gen.Yahanna. I forgot. I didn't come to you. I apologize.
No, I'm just asking that. But the Illuminati, is a real thing now.
Okay, so they say.
Yeah.
They say they're real. But the Illuminati is supposed to be what? A secret society. How we know about it?
Right.
If it's secret. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if this is a secret society that formed the earth and they just this group of powerful people that, how we know they even exist?
Right.
You get the point? No, is that saying that there's no group of people that run the earth in that way? That's not what I'm saying, because the Bible says it. But to say that we should, again, just putting them in a group and it's like making them a god. That's really what it is. It's like making them a god. And some people fear the god. Some people talk about the god. And some people actually want to be in the Illuminati. They want to be the god. They want to be the Freemason. You get the point? So that's why I'm stripping all of that down, because why should I care about the Illuminati when there's people dying of drugs on our streets? That's us. Right. Why should I care about that when the Albanians bringing in the guns and the Turks and the Kurds bringing in all the heroin? Why should I care about you understand what I'm saying? That's why I said it like that. It's not an attack to anything anybody said, but our people, we have to know how to focus on the root of the problem and not the smoke and everything else around, because we'll spend time talking about the Illuminati and there's kids being abused in some church tomorrow. Right. You get the point? There's some child being abused in some church tomorrow. There's some woman getting high. There's some man who's plotting to murder his brother tonight. The Illuminati could wait. You get the point?
12 and 16.
16, right? Like, we are the people who need to be of the same mind. That's what we need. This is what we need. Black people always talk about, you could just give him the mic and just stand by for when he's ready. You could just put it on the table or whatever. So you could this is the mic part here. Yeah. So that's that's fine. Yeah, you can just drop it. It's pretty rugged. Right? So you have black people who talk about businesses. They want businesses, right? We miss businesses in our neighborhoods. Everybody here, we shop in different businesses, and it's not us who own it. Especially black women. Black women go to the beauty supply store, and who's running it? Somebody who's not black. Right or wrong? This is how be of the same mind to one another. I want to buy from somebody black. You want to be a black business owner to sell to somebody black.
Right.
I'm going to go out of my way to buy from you, and you only.
Right.
You get the point? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about not just that, but we're talking about starting to treat each other, like you said, with the same way you wanted to be treated. But this doesn't extend to the nations. They could get it after. But let black people get black love first.
That's right.
And if there's anything left over, they could get the scraps. Like if you have a pet, you finish, eat that bone, that chicken bone, and that lamb, that gristle from the lamb, and you put it down, and that little piece of fish, you just, boy. You get that to them. Because that's what they give to us.
That's right.
After they done make millions and ton of money, and they might hire your son. You have any job, Mr. Singh? Yeah, tell the boy come. In fact, tell him come around the back. He only pack it in the back.
Right.
And they're making millions of dollars. And they wouldn't give you a part of that.
That's right.
So we had to start to make our royalty. We had to start to make our family strong.
Right.
And if there's anything left over, they could get it. And it first starts with your love.
That's right.
It first starts with your love. Them riots going on now in the UK, let them Palestinians and Pakis fight the EDL. That ain't got nothing to do with you.
That's right.
You got to love your people and nobody else. You ain't got no time to go and march with a sign. And where was all of them when George Floyd got killed? When Rashawn Charles, all the black people who get beaten and brutalized, where was them all?
Right.
Yeah, they didn't have time for us then, right? But guess what? I'm busy now.
That's right.
Come down to the march to Zavo and we marching against the EDL. What day you doing it again? Saturday? It's right.
Too busy.
Too late. I just get booked for a job. Can't make the march. Call me for the next one.
Right.
Read the scripture from here, please.
Another one can. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 16. Be of the same mind, one toward another. Mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate.
Right? Mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate.
Right.
We are of low estate. Right. They call where we live the estate. Right. God damn. How much more biblical could that be? Right. They call our ends the estate. It said, mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate. You know who's in a low estate? That brother who went in there and risked his life to fight that filthy Rwandan and got no recognition for it.
That's right.
He's in a low estate. We are in a low estate. We as a people, we are in a low estate. You get the point? Nobody cares for us. Nobody goes fight wars for us. Nobody says we deserve a better life in England. Nobody says that. How can make the ends better? They all talk about postcode wars and knife crime and this and that. What have they done to stop knife crime? Anything?
Black guys.
That's all they do. They use it as a reason to incarcerate us more. Right. When you go look at the statistics, these brothers could probably look it up. The majority of knife crime is done by Ethiopians and Somalians and Eritreans, not us. Not us. We don't do the majority of knife crime. The biggest knife crime incident was a Rwandan stabbing them 3 girls. That wasn't us. We didn't. In fact, we was the hero. You can't believe nothing this devil say, man. You can't believe nothing he says. I don't care what proof he come with. I don't care how nice his speech looks and what he dresses up with on TV and his suit and the tie. You listen to what he said and you say, this devil 90% lying to me. Let me go find out for myself. Or just blanket him a liar. And that's that. Let him prove he's innocent. But these brothers and these sisters that we get taught to look at as they're evil, we need to give them a chance. We need to give each other a chance, give each other a shot. All right, read scripture one more time from the top.
Can. Be of the same mind, one toward another. Mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate.
Mind not high things, but lower yourself. Come down to men of low estate. And that's absolutely biblical. That's what Moses did. Remember, Moses grew up in Pharaoh's house. Right? Moses' parents gave him up because, they was coming around killing. They tried to save Moses. Pharaoh's daughter found Moses on that river, and Moses grew up in Pharaoh's house. That's like one of these little boys here for us. Let's say this brother here. How old is he? 5?
8.
He's 8. Let's say England says every black child, every descendant of the Windrush under 9 years old gets put to death. You try to save your son, and you put him in the back of some lorry somewhere, and you send him down somewhere, and some white woman finds him, but this white woman is one of Buckingham Palace relatives, and she takes him into the palace, and he grows up there, gets the best education, best food, and he's so smart. Pharaoh makes him viceroy. That's in the book of Exodus. Moses was second in charge of Egypt. He was, because just like how we are today, you put us somewhere where the conditions is good, we're going to rise to the top. Everywhere. We're going to always just rise to, because we are better people. Moses was down there in charge of Egypt. In the history book, there's a history book called Josephus. Josephus was a historian, and he accounted for certain things in history. And he said Moses was also skilled in military warfare. He was also a military general. You get the point? Like, our people are so much better. And imagine Moses now being in Buckingham Palace in charge of England. And one day putting on, what's them Air Max people like to Air Max what? The 110s. He put on a 110, he put on a Nike Tech, and then put on a bubble jacket over it, and put on a hoodie and a skull cap, and he on the ends walking through. And he's just checking the whole situation. He up in Moss Side in Manchester, he going down Leicester Square, he going down Brixton in London, and he out there to check how his people are. That's condescending to men of low estate. Because Moses, even though he grew up in Pharaoh's house, he knew he was a nigger. He knew he was an Israelite. And he one day decided, let me go see what's going on with my people. That's the spirit you have to have. You have to be concerned with how you. It's okay. It's all right. They're good. Don't even worry about it. They ain't distracting me. Don't let them distract you. Let them do what they do. Let them have a safe space to do that. I always say, I hear these stories about these English schools, and these English schools oppress your children, man.
Right.
Like you sit up straight, do this, can't wear that, wearing shoes too uncomfortable. These is kids, man. These is children. They need room to spread and grow and do what they do. And this is a time they could just do that. Once they don't get too loud, I'm fine with it. All right. But you have to now be a type of person concerned with how your people is doing.
Right.
You got to care about your people, because nobody cares about you.
That's right.
Nobody cares about your people. How many times you see posters? This child go missing, that boy go missing. Nothing. Little white girl go missing.
Yeah, but it happens a lot.
Come on.
It happens a lot in the States.
Give her the mic.
There's like
No sweat. Hold 1 second, sis. No sweat. Go ahead. Let's give her.
I hear that it happens a lot in the States, where every day there's a black person going missing, and here in the UK we don't even hear a lot about it.
You don't hear about it.
Yeah.
But let a white person go missing.
Yeah, and then it's on the news the same day. Same day.
Even these girls that get stabbed. What happened to them was really horrible. But they had the pictures up, nice pictures with them smiling. They make you down there fall in love with these girls. Like, damn, make you feel sorry. This how to tell you their favorite sport, what they was into. Her name is Sarah, but she's affectionately known as Princess. They give you a nice story. When one of us go missing, they tell you, well, she may have run away with a boyfriend.
Right.
Give it some time. They'll come back home. You know how these young boys are. He probably off somewhere. Is he in a gang? How come they don't talk about that when they go missing?
Right.
Nobody cares about that. Give me Jeremiah 15:5, if you don't mind, please. Please, come on.
In Romans 12.
A request in Romans 12. Go ahead and read it out to me.
It's on Romans 12 and verse 20. The sister said, so Sister Candice said the enemy in verse 20 is that our brothers or other nations?
2 to 4.
You could go a little over or
I think we should be able to. I'll ask.
Might be able to go. All right.
No,
So read the question one more time.
Come on. The enemy in verse 20 is that our brothers or other nations?
In verse 20.
Come on.
In Romans 12.
Come on.
Give me Romans 12 and 20, and then we get back to Jeremiah 15:5. Yo, killing with that food, but I down here when I asked for one of them plates, boy. Whoever made the food, get out of hand. I appreciate that food. Whoever made that food, sister made it. Shower pot, give shower pot a hand. Listen, she did the whole thing. Give her double a hand. God damn. You know what I mean? All right.
We're ready.
Romans 12 and
20.
20. Go ahead.
All right. Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him.
Help this sister out with the thing on. You can carry it for her, all right? It might be too heavy. Go ahead.
Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head.
Right. This enemy is talking about the enemy of your people. Right. This enemy here is talking about the enemy of your people. This here, okay, I understand the question, right? Anytime in the Bible you see something that it's an act of kindness to somebody that's a stranger or an enemy, it's talking about an Israelite. This here is the enemy of your own people, because why? Why does the Lord have to tell us, be kind to your enemies? If they hunger, feed them. If they naked, clothe them. If they're thirsty, give them something to drink. Why does the Lord have to tell us that?
Because if you don't, we'll end up loving them.
No. This is enemies of our people.
We'll end up forgetting.
Go down. Yeah. Hold on, let me get my answer.
It's a gesture of kindness, so we can come closer together and reducing the
You're pure as hell in here.
Because we'll end up hating him and treating him bad.
That's a come on, Dangoba.
I was going to say, because the Lord said vengeance is his, and if you don't tell us that, we're going to take vengeance ourselves.
Exactly. Listen, y'all had a really. Don't forget who we are now.
Right.
What the hell is the postcode war? Was we fighting Albanians? Huh? Was we fighting the Kurds? Postcode wars was fought between who?
Us fighting each other.
So I can't go the street over, one street over,
right?
And you black just like me. Our parents was on the Windrush,
right?
We kill each other over that. The Lord has to say, even though that's your enemy, you might be mad with a brother or a sister. You can't deny them certain things, and that's classy. That's classy. That's something that's this world doesn't have, which is class. You get the point? Read the scripture one more time again.
Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his on his head.
If your enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirsts, give him something to drink. It's a father telling children, be kind to each other.
Right.
You're scrapping tearing up the goddamn house. Listen, man, your brother, you know why he ain't listening to you? Because he ain't gave him no breakfast. I totally give him breakfast. Go feed him.
Right.
Go feed him now. And you ought to go feed him.
That's right.
And now when you put the plate in front of him, he's a younger brother. He might huff and puff because he mad with you. And know what the father does. Shut your mouth and eat. No, because you don't feeding him, you giving him kindness. It's supposed to cut the spirit of hatred on his side, so the beef stops.
Right.
This man, he feeding me. He can't be that bad. We have a problem. He don't have to be my enemy. Supposed to stop the beef. And now, if he continues as you feeding him, you put in coals on his head. You put in judgment on him. So now the Lord, who is your father, will see you doing what he said to do, which is be kind to your brother, and your brother is being a bastard. I'll deal with him now. Now, what happens if, as I come to feed you, you bring a drink for me?
Right.
No, nobody ought to get judged. That's being the same mind one to another. We enemies. Hey, man, come over here, man. My rib cooking's blah, 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 blah. Oh, ain't no sweat, brother. Listen, I'm going to bring some drink. My father has some drink in the house. And y'all sit down and y'all break bread. It's going to cut. That's the end of black on black crime. That's the end of postcode wars. That's the end of the knife crime. Anything that's, negative in the black community. Forget about sisters. Sisters, because they're more emotional than men. When women beef, oh, my God. Forget about it. Somebody had to die. Somebody's going to die. Somebody had to get maimed and hurt. Women have, because of their emotions and because of how they're built, women are, in most cases, when it comes to violence, are more extreme than men. It doesn't happen as much because they're not in a position to always do it, because you bigger and stronger. So you'll more do that first with somebody else. They more try to reason the shit out, plot the shit out. But when all that fails, is weave and hair and bra everywhere. It's scrapping. There's somebody out of die, somebody out to get their teeth kicked in. So get the sister in my real quick. Go ahead. Is it true or not? It's so true.
Some, not all women are like that. Some.
I didn't say all women. Oh, you're saying some.
Some women, not all.
I didn't say all, just like not all brothers.
But you just said women. You just said women.
I didn't say all. Okay. Did I say all?
No, but you just said women. So
but
that,
to me,
it just said like it's all.
You took it like all. But did I say all?
Okay.
Just like I said, brothers. Did I say all brothers?
Right.
All right then. I'm glad we have an understanding, sis. Right. Thank you for saying something. I appreciate that. All right, so the enemies there is talking about the enemies of your people. Come on, Cass. Okay. Let me get also Leviticus 19 and 18 to back this up, all right? Yeah, give me Leviticus first, all right? Go ahead, brother.
Leviticus.
I think it's 19 and 18. Somebody check that from the Dunga bar. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, please.
Salakia, sir, if I could. Was Yahushua teaching the law, bringing them back to the law? So when you go to Leviticus 19, I believe it's 17 to 18.
That's what I want, I think.
Right.
Go ahead.
It's bringing them back to loving your brother as you would yourself, and not taking revenge on them. Because if we as a people kept that one law today, the prisons will the parent families and so on and so on.
You on it.
Yeah.
You definitely on it.
Yeah.
You definitely on it. I try to get it. But you're right though. You're right. But okay, no, Christ was teaching, but this was the law from before. Right. This is what the law God gave us. And this would explain your enemy in the Bible. Go ahead.
That me other one, yeah?
Yep.
Please. Okay. Leviticus 19 and
start at 17.
17, Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
The Bible says, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Go ahead.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor. Your neighbor is your brother. When you see neighbor in the Bible, it's talking about your brother. You see, most of the times when you see stranger or enemy, sometimes when you see a stranger, it's talking about a heathen. But anytime there's an act of kindness towards a stranger, towards enemy, it's usually this is in reference to an Israelite. You learn the context of it. All right, keep reading.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
And not suffer sin upon him. Go ahead. Meaning, don't try to hurt him. Don't try to go and sin. Right? Go ahead.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord.
Right? Why is that so important? When he said, thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. This is not for everybody. He said the children of your people. So, okay, let me ask you this. Let me back it up with this one. Is it okay to avenge or bear grudge against another nation? What you, Rob? I know you got the answer.
Refresh me on what you said, sir.
You done get lost in the whole thing. You done dreaming about the kingdom right there. He done in the kingdom like, yeah, I'm gonna rule these bastards. I'm gonna send them to slaves. I'm gonna beat their backs. Hold on, what's he question again? Read the scripture one more time.
Another one, thou from the top or just 18?
Wait, what? 18? I think it's 18 I want, right?
18, Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord.
So what you're saying there is that you should not seek any vengeance on anyone, or vengeance or whatever, even when they've done you wrong.
On who?
On your own people.
Okay. Why is that so important? Why is this here so important?
Because your people are what you're meant to protect, and you're meant to grow around your people and raise your people to become higher.
I'll take that. Oh, Salak, I can get you mic next time. To one or two. Right? That's true. I'll take that. Anybody else? Like, why is that understanding this scripture here so important? Especially where it says, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Brother again?
Because thy neighbor is a what's it called, a connection to yourself. So thy neighbor is living quite literally but next to your door. So therefore you should not show any hatred or any like just like any right. If they give you that's a swear word. They give you any what's it called?
Say it, dog. Say it. Listen, I want to get the lingo.
Any bullshit. They give you any bullshit, right? You don't give them it back. You just leave it at bay.
Okay, well that part.
If they do give you
halfway right,
halfway,
you still gotta go tell him.
Yeah, you gotta go tell him, but you don't give him the same bullshit back, or else that will come back on you.
Okay, I'll take that. Anybody else knows why it's important about to understand love thy neighbor as thyself? Brother, anybody?
So, like, if I could, if I love my neighbor as myself, which is my brother, I'm not going to rob him. I'm not going to sleep with his woman. I'm not going to sell drugs to his kids. I'm not going to do all his wickedness to him. Why? Because I love him as I love myself.
That's true. I'll take that. That's a real strong answer right there. Let me get some. Come on to that one.
Yeah. So if we love our brothers like we love ourselves, there'll be no black on black crime.
That's true.
That will take
though.
away.
There's something else I'm looking for. Yo, you're all right. Come on, Cap. All right, no sweat. Let your brother, let your sister grab it. No sweat. He already there. I'm gonna get to the brother. He already there. Go ahead.
And no other nation could touch us because we would just be strong as one.
Thought she was gonna give it to me. Not that part. But that's true. That's true.
I think with that, it allows you to build a community because then you see your brother as your own. And I think obviously it takes a community to then raise a child, which then when you're all having children, you raise them right, basically.
That's true. But there's something else. And it was right from the beginning of the class. Come on, Cap, you want to
basically letting you know that your neighbor is the son of your people.
Your neighbor is the son of your people. That's true. Okay. Anybody else? Come on, Rabban.
Through Christianity,
come on with it. Bring me home, young blood. Bring me home.
So through Christianity, we're taught to love, especially the oppressor.
Come on, come on. Say it again.
We're taught through Christianity to love the oppressor, all these other nations, but we're not taught to love.
We're taught that the oppressor is
the oppressor is Jesus.
Is
the
your neighbor.
Right.
That's what we're taught. We're taught the oppressor is your neighbor.
Right.
We're taught the Pakistani man is your neighbor.
Right.
We taught the Arab man, the Chinese man. We thought that's your neighbor. So of course God said love everybody. Try to go and buy in their stores. God said love everybody. So I had to make concessions for them. But when it comes to our own people, we turn that thing off.
Right.
And we build their communities. We don't sell them drugs.
That's right.
Get the point? We don't go up and raid the Paki harem and take their women. I mean, some brothers do hell. I mean, but you get the point? Like we do to each other certain things that we should not do, we give to them what we should be giving to each other.
Right.
That's why this is important to understand. This here is a family. To understand the Bible, you have to understand a family. And that's why what the white man did to us by taking our brothers out of the homes was evil as hell.
Right.
Because you cannot have a society without men. No disrespect to the sisters.
100% right.
Give her a hand. Give her a hand. Come on. Hold on. I want everybody to hear it. Go ahead, sis.
A man needs to be in the home because a woman cannot raise, especially a boy child.
Sis, what do you drink? I need to buy you a drink after the class. Tell me what you drink.
That's why
tea, whatever.
That's why I lost my son to the system, because there was no role male model in the home.
Listen, we're going to get your son back.
Yeah.
We're going to get... Listen, my dream, my carnal dream, one of them, is to just steal Israelites back from the white man.
Right.
To just, just get spiritual power where I could just rip him out of the jail, rip him out of the parliament, rip him out of the military, and just stack him up into the school. So when Christ come back, we have a full standing army. Who's going to say what now?
Right.
You get the point? That's unfortunate. We're going to get him back. Is he still in there?
Yeah, he was recalled. He was recalled back in there because he was smoking weed.
Ain't no sweat. Listen, we have a prison program too. Commander Gen.Yahanna has GED programs, prison programs, food programs, clothing programs. Like the UPK is your 999. I know America is 911, but over here is 999. Let me tell you something. You have a problem, you call the Israelite school or UPK first. You call the school first and get direction on what to do. And then after, if we need to involve them for whatever legal reasons, we will, or for the hospital or whatever. But you want to call the school first. Come on. I know you was going to say it.
Number 079 607 46784.
079 607 forward.
Sorry, 079 607 46784.
46784. Commander Gen.Yahanna has provided counseling. I mean, certified counselors. This is another thing you all don't know. The public don't know. We have straight up professionals in the school. Doctors, lawyers, master mechanics, engineers, professors. Commander Gen.Yahanna is building a society for you. Because that's what Christ said to do. You see like how them heathens come over and they all the doctors, they all the nurses, they all the policemen. Guess what? The Lord said he'll provoke us to jealousy with a people who is not a people. That's supposed to make you be like, I want that for me.
Right.
I want that for me. That's what I want. I want this whole block to be just black people, Hispanic and Native Indian people. I want to go to a school and the teachers is niggas. The principal is niggas. The students is niggas. The football coach is black. Everything black. The grass black. I want to see everything black. Because they get to do it and they look at us like we filth, man. They look at us like we nothing. In this school, you have everything. And sis, don't worry about it. You stay up in here. You serve the Lord. The Lord, this is how the Lord works. You stand for him. He'll get you the things you love dearly and preserve them for you.
That's right.
That's how the Lord works. Because the Lord knows to stand with him, your family may not agree with you. Your wife may not agree with you. Your husband may not agree with you. Sometimes your children would not agree with you. They'll abandon you because you decide to serve the Lord. The Lord is going to watch your pain. And because he knows you stand with him, he'll preserve what you love.
Right.
Just for you. They may not all come all the way back to you or not right away, but at least they're going to be protected. They're going to be healthy. They ain't going to be starving. They ain't going to be down in the street. You stand with the Lord long enough, your son going to be up in here.
He's been in the prison system most of his life now. Well, not most of his life, from a very young age.
Well, listen, I could tell you one good thing about that. I'm sure he's not Christian. I'm sure he ain't Christian. I'm sure he about stone cold and hardcore as he could be. Y'all help me, brother. If somebody just come with some paper towels, take up all the trash, all the extra plates. Anybody, all right? Get all the extra plates around so they ain't have to worry about it. Not you, brothers. The sister, she gonna handle it. Yeah. You a guest right now. Listen, you come up in here, I got some work for you, and you look like you want some work. You and this brother here in this all black. You think I ain't seeing you all black? I know what the hell that means. You ready to be a trooper? You get the point? I'm gonna put you all to work. The manager and Hannah gonna get you all straight. Yeah, but sis, we got prison programs. We got full officers and teachers in prisons all over. So it ain't hard. All he had to do is he has to want to change. That's it. Once he wants to change, the rest is history. Everybody, listen. We all used to get high. We all used to smoke weed same way. You would never know it. But weed is a small thing.
But the thing is,
come on.
These Edomites who's putting my son in prison all the time, it's like they're saying don't do the crime, but yet still they're doing the bigger crime.
Exactly.
The police, them, they have drugs people on the street working for them. The system is so corrupt.
It's corrupt.
So corrupt.
You're right.
And then they've got the cheats of say, put my son in prison for
they say do the crime, do the time.
Do the time.
The amount of us they lock up. Surely crime should stop by now.
Yeah.
Surely there should be no more drugs. There should be no more murders because they're locking up the criminals. But why still, even though we get locked up, the drugs still keep coming in?
Exactly.
Listen, COVID was around, right? You couldn't go nowhere. You couldn't even be in a car with your family again. Fine. Drugs were still coming in the country.
Right. Yeah.
How come the COVID never get the drugs never get sick? The drugs never test positive for COVID. You know what I mean? So like, second. Oh, no sweat. Right? Like we're gonna get this. All he had to do is he had to want the change. He had to want the change. You tell next time you talk to him, tell him about us. Send him some links. Tell him to go look it up online. Tell him we'll give him the change. And this is what you realize too as you stay in the school and learn the Bible. The Lord said, in fact, give me it in Samuel. Don't go back. Give me that Okarathia. Give me, I think it's 2 Samuel, where shall there be evil in the city? There's one in Amos and there's one in Samuel too. The one in Samuel, I think, is with the sparrow. I'll take either one, whichever one you have first. All right, give me that one.
26. Amos chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord has not done it.
In fact, start at verse 5.
Can a bird fall in a snare upon the earth where no gin is for him?
Right. Can a bird fall into the earth into a trap where there's no trap set for him? Like if for a bird to die or for a bird to get caught, somebody has to set a trap. Right. Somebody has to mastermind that whole thing to bring this bird down. Keep going.
Okay. Shall one take up a snare from the earth and have taken nothing at all?
Like would you set a trap and then take the trap up without catching anything? No. You're gonna leave that trap there till you do catch something. Because your intention is to do this. Keep going.
Okay. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
Shall a trumpet be sound in the city and the people don't get scared? A trumpet is like a siren or an alarm, a big alarm. Don't think like a police siren. Think something that you ain't heard for a minute. You know what is similar to? You ever watch TV and you hear that loud piercing sound and they tell you this is just a test? This is just a test. Now there's gonna come a day when they're gonna say this is not a test. And you're going to piss yourself. You're all out there. I'll sit here, we're gonna be prepared because Commander Gen.Yahanna done told us what happened, gave us the plan of what to have. But I guarantee you, brother, when that time comes, this earth is going to be upside down.
That's right.
Come on.
It's kind of like the purge.
That siren thing comes on, and certain countries have it for like tornado watch and what's that thing that comes from the ocean? Tsunami. The tsunami. They have a tsunami siren, and they hear that any day, it means panic. Right. You get the point? And they say, shall this sound happen and the people not be afraid? Keep going.
Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord has not done it?
So it's asking the question, shall there be evil in the city and the Lord had not done it? He's asking that. So as you learn in the truth, you start to realize the Lord puts us in these positions. The Lord puts his son in prison. The Lord won't take him out.
Right.
Not the white man. You should still hate the white man. Right. Still charge him for being a bastard.
Right.
He's a bastard. Right. He's trying to tell him about, as you say, do the crime, do the time. However, his freedom comes from the Lord.
Right.
Not from the lawyers, not from the police. His salvation comes from the Lord, because if there's evil done in a city, the Lord okayed it. The Lord decided that was going to be his path. Who knows? That might be just for this very moment that he comes out and he could tell, listen, man, my life was hell. I was doing this, that, the other. Couldn't see my way. I found the UPK and, start coming to the truth. No more jail. Right. Why could I say that? Because there's brothers and sisters in the school who done went through the whole thing.
Right.
Went through the whole thing. I'm talking about facing years in prison. Years. Evidence stacked up. False evidence. But it's stacked up the high, and this brother facing, I think, 40 years, 40 to life or some shit like that. That's some ridiculous nonsense. Getting fully railroaded in this state in America. But 3 weeks before his case, I'm gonna come to you. 3 weeks before his case, a scandal broke out in that state. That this particular judge who was over his case had a deal with a local juvenile center and was convicting a ridiculous number of juveniles because the juvenile center was giving the judge kickbacks for every young person they send. The story broke on the news. The judge blew his brains out in his chamber. Case is over. Brother is free today. Give the Lord a hand.
That's right.
You ain't got to raise a finger for these heathens. You ain't got to do nothing to them. That's how you know the God of the Arabs is weak, because their God need them to fight. My God brings COVID and stops the Hajj in Mecca. My God brings diseases and plagues and tsunamis and earthquakes. My God could just squeeze your heart and you drop dead.
That's right.
All you got to do is obey him, and he'll do wondrous, miraculous things for you. Go ahead, brother.
I was gonna say something about prison and like how there's a lot of corruption. Like there'll be a white man who could either murder or rape a young child or a young woman or whatever, and they won't get near as half to that life sentence of like about 40 years. They'll get about 20 years in prison and maybe 5 years off of that if they do good behavior.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. They'll punish us worse because we are not their children.
Right.
We are the Lord's people. And this is the other thing you would learn as you come to class more and you learn more. They know who we are.
That's right.
They know we're the real Jews. And they know that if they allow us to get together, it would mean that they go into slavery, which is why they hate us with a passion. Right? The brother in the back had a question.
So, like you say, if I could, is it possible to read one very quick precept at all?
Let me hear you out.
The word I say.
Quote Jeremiah 15 and thing for me, all right? Go ahead. No, go ahead with the brother.
Proverbs 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And we're in mourning because the wicked are ruling right now.
That's right. Give him a hand. That's right. That's right. Our people are in mourning. I could tell you where you could go to get a taste of the kingdom of heaven, the Israelite school at UPK.
That's right. That's right.
Because in here, brother, you become a free man and a free woman. You become a free man. Listen, the words that set me free was the white man is the devil. It shocked me the first time I heard it. And the first time I said it, I was like, this is freedom. This is freedom. When next you talk to your son, tell him the white man is the devil. He knows that. Tell him say it every day. Say it from morning. Say when he get up off that bunk, white man is the devil. If he go and sit on that toilet, the white man is the devil. He say that and he'll start to live like a free man in there. He'll change his whole spirit, his whole mood. You get the point? Let me get Jeremiah 15 and 5. Any more questions? Let me know, please. There's some more? Go ahead, sis.
Can we just go back to the part where we talked about us being what's the word called? Neighbors and that, yeah.
Okay.
I've experienced in life where I've had people who's like falling out with me unnecessary, and it's like when I try to make peace with them, it's like they don't want it. And I'm hearing that in the Bible, the Most High says, you got to more or less do your best trying to make peace with them, love them again. But to me, how I see it, if you keep, I feel that I've tried to sort of like make that peace,
right?
But if they don't want to know, there's nothing that I can do. I can't force them.
That's right.
I'll try, but if they don't want to know, I can't force them. It's like with my sister and brother here. It's like with my brother here. He's very bitter. He's angry. It's like my brother he said if he saw somebody beating me up, he'd just walk past and not say nothing. And I thought, why are you so bitter? And I know that he's ill. I'm trying to encourage him, trying to say, drink the alkaline water and stuff like that. And he's not having it. So you know what I just done? You probably think I'm wrong. But
no, I'm listening to you. Give me Matthew 12 and 40.
I've given up. All I say, you know what? I hope the Most High can help you through your sickness, and I just say a few words for him, and that's all. I can't force my brother to love me again, or try to just put whatever the past is behind. Is just.
I understand.
You just get some people just
I
like
understand.
that.
What you just described there, a lot of people experience that in life, right? And it could become confusing to you, especially we all come from some sort of Christian background where this scripture means love them unconditionally, right? Love your neighbor, right? Love them. That's not what this is talking about. This is a rule for us all. The problem you experiencing is they don't know this rule. You understand? You know it. They don't. So we can't play that game. You could only play if the rules is the same.
Right.
You get the point? Like you can't put Kobe Bryant on the field with Rashford,
right,
and expect him to, be a football player, or put Rashford in his football boots and the pants and put him on the basketball court and make him be a basketball player.
Right.
They're playing by different rules, so we can't play that game like that. Your family members, what you want to do first, you forgive them for whatever wrong it was. They didn't know no better, just like at one time you didn't know no better. You keep that door open. If they decide to reach out, you do it in context. You don't just open up. You do it in context. You hear them out, you have a civil talk with them, but you can't give them that thing in you that you want to give to your family. And this is why, all right? I'm going to explain it to you why. Matthew, Salakia. I got the Matthew.
Book of Matthew, chapter 12, and verse 48. But he answered and said unto him that told him.
Now, skip up to 47.
Come on. Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother.
Skip up one more.
Come on. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him.
Right? This is Christ. And Christ is talking to the people. I believe this is in a temple. Right? Go ahead.
Count it one
12
count.
and we have
12 and 46.
47.
Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee.
So one person came to our king, Yahushua, and said, Salakia, sir, excuse me, sir, your mother and your brother outside. That's always happened. You on the block, you on the court, where you all play sports? Where you all play? Boxing? So imagine you in the gym, you getting that workout and you punishing somebody in the gym. You tagging them up. And somebody come and tell you, hey, your mother outside. What does that do to you immediately?
Makes you like go straight to taking care of your family first.
That's
forgetting about that and then just go right.
Thought, right, in your mind.
Yeah.
Now he is there doing his job, which is the work of the Lord. He's teaching. Somebody come and say, excuse me, sir, your mother and your brother outside. Read on.
Count it one count. But he answered and said unto him that told him.
The brother who told him, he answered. He's speaking. Somebody come and tell him something. He turned to the brother. Go ahead.
Who is my mother?
Who are you talking about?
And
who the hell are you talking about? Read it again.
Who is my mother?
Who?
Who is my mother?
Go ahead.
And who are my brethren?
Say, who the hell are you talking about? Who's outside? My mother, my brother. Go ahead.
And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples.
And then he turned around and stretched forth his hand to his disciples like this. Go ahead.
And said, Behold, my mother and my brethren.
This is my mother. This is my brothers. Go ahead.
For whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
Now this is Christ talking to ever blessed Virgin Mary. Mary come down there. Right. And he said, Mary who? Right. These are my brothers. This is my mother. This is my family, because they obey God. Right. What we find, when I say we, all of us, as you come into the truth, you're going to have strenuous relationships with people you actually love. And you're going to learn a hard lesson. And I pray this could pass away from everybody, because it's a difficult lesson, but everybody goes through it. You're going to learn that you actually do love people, and people don't love you. That's right. And it happens to damn near everybody who comes in the truth. You get heartbroken over this relative, or this son, or this mother, or this wife, or this husband, and you are torn up because you found a better way, and they can't see what you found is gold. And to add insult to injury, they turn around and they hate you for it. And it's hard. It's very, very hard to be in that position. It's so hard. It's like surgery. It's like having a cancer, and you need somebody to come and preserve the healthy parts of your body and remove you from the cancer. You can't do it yourself because you're in it. You need somebody who doesn't care about the other person to help you out. I've had it done for me. I remember it good. The brother who gave me my first CD with Commander Gen.Yahanna, he told me about the school. He brought me to the school and then turned on me and left. It bothered me, brother. Jeremiah Hyman said, Meshach, forget about him. He in the wind. And I looked at Jeremiah Hyman like he was crazy. I remember it good. The three generals was in the room. Commander Gen.Yahanna, Jeremiah Hyman, Jeremiah. And he said it, and I'm looking at Commander Gen.Yahanna like, you are going to allow him to say this? This is my homie. And then they're looking at me, and I'm like, you know what? These men told me Christ was black. They told me who the Jews are. They ain't going to lie to me about this. And I never turned back. I don't know where he is now. He's not in here with me. But I do know Captain Karathi. Give him a hand. I do know him. And listen, he's in a whole different country, born somewhere else. I didn't grow up with him. This cat, I grew up with this cat. I know his mother. I know it's family. This is my family now.
That's right.
I know Raban, I know Tzazapawan, I know Mawasa, I know Officer Dumgaba, I know all the kids and the brothers, I know Sister Nakapaya, her kids. That's what matters. To that brother who gave me that CD, Tawada, nigga, thank you. I've gained all of this from that CD. You don't mean nothing. Now, I'm not saying you have to have that attitude towards your family. But sis, we your family now. We your brothers. We your sisters. We are the ones you love because we would love you. We would not. In here, it's a gripe to have somebody's love go in vain. Brothers would always go above and beyond. Like how you was going downstairs for the pillow. The brother said he wouldn't go down. He was like, you sure? Because in the world, we are not used to people actually doing stuff for us. We're not used to it, and that's fine. And here's where you come in, and you'll get treated like you royalty. You'll get treated like you matter because Christ said you matter.
That's right.
Commander Gen.Yahanna said you matter, and you matter so much, he's going to make sure and build this school up here. Manchester is on the map. This is Apple and Rabba on the hand. Manchester is fully on the map. Talking about Manchester United, what? UPK Manchester. That's what you need. You get the point? And that is going to happen with everybody. It's a buffer. It's a little cushion to be able to realize it. Once you realize that this must happen, it's easier to deal with the betrayal because it literally feels like part of you is going. It's hard to watch. And this is the other thing. The people who usually put you through this, they don't see how much you hurt. They don't look at it like, damn, I'm really hurting this person. But you would look at it like, I don't want to hurt you no more. So I'm trying to make peace with you. I'm trying to be right. I'm trying to show you the truth. You can't do that. You can't give yourself so openly without warrant. You wanna have you wanna treat your love and your affection like money. You give what you could afford to lose. That's what you want to do. You want to treat it like money. You want to treat your brotherhood like money. Now, I'm not saying be evil to them, but you know, they need a place to stay. Don't give them the bedroom next to yours. You could probably go look for a place for them. Hey, I found these on whatever list. We have Craigslist in the States. Yeah, I found these apartments on Rightmove. It's about $450. I think you could afford it. Well, I was hoping I could stay with you. Why would you think so? Oh, I didn't know you was thinking that, but you know, I could help you move in. You get the point? Now, one of these brothers here need a spot. I'll sleep on the floor. I'll kick my rib out the bed and the kid out the bed so they can have it. I done did it before. And they done did it for me. You get the point? You wanna budget your love. You really wanna do that. You wanna budget it. You wanna spend your money, spend your love in a place of your own. Just like you would spend your money with your people, you give of yourself, you give your brotherhood here. And anybody who comes in here, anybody who walks through these doors, they're your brother, they're your sister. Those outside, they're not. You get the point? The Israelites, hey brother, what you doing? You be cordial, but you can't do for them what you would do for somebody in here because the people in here play by the rules you play by. They're not gonna violate you. They're not gonna, they're not gonna step all over your kindness. You understand? Your family in the world is family just because you all came out of the same womb or you all had the same father. In here, we choose to be each other's family. That's stronger. That's stronger than just because. This person is your sister just because. Versus somebody who looks at you and we all poor, we ain't living in Buckingham Palace. I ain't got money to give nobody, but Raban and Tuzabwa and Karafia choose to roll with me? Shit. Whoever come test these niggas going in the ground. I'm telling you straight up. One of these sisters call and say somebody at the door. I kiss the baby good night, kiss the rib good night, because why? I might go to jail tomorrow because my sister called and somebody's at the door. And that's that. But you can't do that for people outside of this because this is your family. That's what Christ was saying. Now, that's very different to the white boy image they teach in the Christian church to love everybody. That's very different. Christ did not even bow to his own mother. And you have a whole religion bowing to her today. Hail Mary, Mother of God, blah, 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 blah. Christ said, who's my mother? Where's she at? I don't see her, and she's standing right there. These is my people. You start to recognize that it's hard again. I'm not saying it's easy. It's easier said than done. But your family is here now. You born here now. Today is your new day, a new life for you. People here is who is your family. The others, you know, you give them, you love them as much as you can. You love them as much as you can, but they're not your family. You understand now, sis? All right. Where we at? Jeremiah? Is there another question or are we good?
Oh.
No, so let me get it. In fact, give me Jeremiah 15:5 first, and then we go. What we looking like on time?
We have 6 past 4.
Just a few more minutes, I'm gonna let you all go. Anybody need more food, more water? Don't be bashful and don't come up in here and act like you're all prim and proper. Niggas eat. I know, that's what I know. Niggas eat. My grandfather used to say, better nigga belly bust than good food go to waste. So go bust your bellies. Just raise your hand if you want something else, all right? Some more water. That's all you want. Or you a boxer? You trying to maintain weight?
Listen, I had like 3 eggs this morning and a whole tin of beans with 2 pieces of toast.
That's not enough, man.
That's not enough. At 12 o'clock.
That's not enough. That's not enough. Listen. Get his brother a plate because he looked like he needs to be on post. Yeah, man. I need to say you need gym with Captain Karate and Officer Dumgoba. See what you're really made of. We got Hebrew Academy, brother, where you learn the Yad Karab, which is the Hebrew martial arts, brother. The kickboxing is excellent for training and practice, but that Yad Karab, brother, oh my gosh, yikes! All right, give me Jeremiah 15:5. I was just teasing you though. Huh?
Another one.
If anybody needs any food, again, just raise your hand. I know there's a whole ton back there. You need some? I know you need some. Y'all over there playing. Yeah? Listen, if I get you all this food, y'all can't fight each other no more. He put his hand down. He want to fight. He's like, one keep his hand up. The next one put his hand down. He's like, well, I can't fight. Yeah, when he reached 15, just have one. I need him. Yeah, he want to fight. He's like, yeah, whatever. Food what? I'll fight and take his food.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 5. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem?
That's what we had to remember. Who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Who feels sorry for us? Who turns around and, ask how we doing? Keep going.
Or who shall bemoan thee? Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest?
Right? Or who shall bemoan thee? Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest? Nobody does that for us. Nobody tries to find out how we doing, how you making out, how your rent doing, how your this doing. Pray for Ukraine. That's what you hear.
Right.
Pray for Gaza and Palestine, this and that. What about us?
Right.
What about us? We don't need no prayers. But they all want us to march with them and join them. And the Arabs, they're so famous for this. But brother, what? How am I now your brother? I wasn't your brother when you was choking out my sister.
Right.
You didn't remember. You didn't remember I was your brother then. We were choking out that sister. The brother in Erdington.
Right.
The brother in Erdington. Some Kurds pull him out his car, beat him up. His wife is in the car. She's pregnant. They pull her out of the car, kick her in her back with a baby in her stomach.
Right.
But brother, nah, we ain't no brother, man. We have something to talk about.
That's right.
We have something to fix.
Right.
Nobody will ask how Israel does except the Israelite school of UPK and the commander.
That's right.
He asked about how things is going. What's going on in England? What's going on with them brothers up there, them sisters up there? What do they need? That's what we here for. You all listen. We here so you could say what you need, so things could get fixed. Things could get solved. You could find the solution. And you young brothers, you have a place, you have a career up in here. You have a place and a career up in here. You're going to get everything you serve the Lord. Whatever you want, the Lord going to give it to you, you serve him. You want to be famous, you're going to get famous. You want power, you're going to get power. You want to be disciplined and deadly in the scriptures, you're going to get that. But you're going to have to come serve the Lord. There's the Lord going to give you glory greater than any white man could give you. And he ain't going to, require of you to violate yourself and embarrass yourself for it.
Right.
All right. Let me get that question there. Any other questions in the room? Come on, sis.
Have a family member, male, and I'm thinking it's saying somewhere in the Bible that our nation of people shouldn't mix with the other side, like the heathens.
Right.
And
that's what you telling him, or he's telling you that?
I'm telling him, but I've not, because I'm not a good reader. I'm just saying to him, another Israelite friend that I've met in the city center where I am, says it's in the Bible there. And another friend of mine says it is, but he's saying it doesn't matter, because as long as the man part spreads his seeds with a different nation, it's still an Israelite child. Yeah, I understand that, but it's still wrong.
It's still a sin.
Yes,
and the fact that he knows he's doing it. I mean, whoever he's dealing with, he must be amazed by that tale. I can't see why.
Because he follows somebody on YouTube. I don't know who it is, and he's saying more or less, "Oh, it's okay to go ahead," and I'm saying, "No, it's not. It says even before I was told about it in the Bible, I'm just one. I'm like the Most High. I've got passion for really hating white people, like, there's no tomorrow. And it's like, I've always said to my nephew, it's like, from when he was very young and he was about 19, do not go with the other side. You stick to your own.
No matter what.
And now that a child's come into the world, the child's messed up, it's like, whoa.
It's rough. It's a rough situation. I'm gonna definitely get to that, right?
So
I'm gonna come to it.
Yeah, so I need scripture, so I can actually show him, so he can see what he's doing is wrong. Because
I'm gonna give you the whole spill on it, so you can understand what he should do from here on out. But it sounds like he already knows it and he doesn't care. That's what it sounds like.
I'm trying to kind of like save him. But it's like
you can't.
And and you know what? He's well into the Israelite. But it's like, I can't.
You can't save him. I can't save him.
It's so, because even today I said to him, because I was doing other things yesterday, and I said, I'm coming to the class here, and I rang him early this morning. And I says, "Oh, you're coming with me? Just come as family thing." I'm tired. I'm relaxing today. And I said, it's all right, because when you're in problem and you're in problem and things are going wrong, I hope you don't say to Yahweh and Yahweh, "Oh, I need help now," because they're going to turn around and say, "Oh, well, I'm relaxing. I'm having a day. I'm doing what I'm doing."
He might.
You know what I mean? Or he won't even help you. I just ignore you. And I thought, you can't do that.
He might, but I can't speak for the Lord.
Yeah,
but I know the Lord is a father.
Yeah.
And fathers are extremely tender-hearted with their kids. We are extremely merciful with our kids. Even the worst kid, you want to see that child turn around and follow what you say.
Yeah.
So who knows? But okay, you can't save anybody. You could just tell them, and they're gonna make a decision to listen or not listen. But just because you asked the question, I'm definitely break it down. But let me get this question first, and I'm gonna come to you. All right?
Yeah. Okay.
Fine. Sister in the care, she asked, Salaki said, if I may, is the devil the white man? And she follows up. In the Bible, does devil mean white man?
No, devil does not mean white man. The white race or the European race in the Bible is called Esau or Edom. Right? Esau, that's Jacob's twin brother. Esau came out red and hairy. You go to Genesis 25, I think 25 and 23. Right? You read from there on down, you're going to find who Esau is. He is the father of the Edomites, the nation Edom. That's who Esau is in the Bible. That's the white man. That's his name, his biblical racial name. Right? The devil does not mean the white man. Devil means deceiver. Right? You look it up. Devil means deceiver, means a liar, somebody who would always lie. The white man is the devil. There are many liars on the earth. There are many people who lie. The Arabs lie. The Chinese lie. The Japanese lie. They all lie. But the liar, the biggest one, the one who is really, he's the man in lying, he's the white man. And that's what he is. He's the deceiver of the earth. Right? And that's in the Bible. All right. Good with that one? I hope the sister understand. I believe it was a sister, right? Right? If she understand, you know, say it. If not, just let me know. I'll go into it some more. All right? You want to take the call? Yeah. Go ahead and take the call. Yeah. Do your thing. Do your thing. Just take it. You might have to step away so you don't Yeah, just go ahead and take it outside. That's the wall. That's the wall.
She said she understands.
All right, Most High in Christ. Okay. All right, I'm coming to him. Let me get another question on that.
Sister asked,
where's the other mic? Okay.
Sister asked, does it make it harder for a sister who is in the truth for her other one isn't to fight her demons?
Okay. It's not as easy. I wouldn't say that, because you could be in the truth and you could have a child that doesn't like the truth. You could be in the truth and your parents could not like the truth. So don't look at it like you in the truth, your husband not in the truth, and it makes it harder for you. It could appear to be like that because of the intimate relationship between a man and a woman. Right? That's the next strongest bond after mother and child. You get the point? Or father and child. That bond between a man and a woman is very, very intimate, which is why when a woman whores on a man, he takes that, it cuts so deep because it's an intimate part. It's like his own hand is betraying him because they're one body. And same thing like how the sister asked the question with men taking heathen women. That bothers women. That bothers women so much because it's like you're telling her she's nothing, but this heathen is nicer. You get the point? So don't look at it like it makes it harder, right? That could be a situation. Your husband might not be in the truth. Some sisters come in the truth and that's their situation. Some brothers come in the truth and their wife is not in the truth. That's their situation. All right? What you want to do is obey the Lord.
That's right.
That's what you want to do. You want to obey God regardless, right? And in a situation like that, every brother and sister in the school is attached to a camp because of your location, right? You in the UK, you will be under Captain Carathia. Now in the UK, we have different zones. Yeah, London, Leicester, Birmingham, Gloucester, Manchester, right? Luton. If you're in those areas, Captain Carathia is going to assign you an officer there to check in with and report to, right? So now you would call if you have any problems. And if you're in that situation, if you're a sister like that, whatever school you're in, whether it's in the UK or in America or in the Caribbean, wherever Commander Gen.Yahanna put down schools, you would call that camp leader and you would get counsel, you know, damn near on everything. So if it starts to become difficult for you, that camp leader would act as a father. You get the point? Like how typically your father would okay you being married to a man. If there's an issue, you could always go back to your father. You have some problems, you'll talk to your father. You talk to that brother who that camp leader assigns you to, or it might be the camp leader himself. But it doesn't make it more difficult. You make it more difficult. And this is whether you're a brother or a sister. Your walk in the truth gets more difficult or less difficult based on you. It's you. It's what you do, how you do it, how fast you do it, how slow you decide to do it. Just like school is coming from a house with no internet, harder for school. If you think about it like, well, I don't have no internet, so I can't Google faster. How did they go to school in the 70s that produced doctors and lawyers with no internet? It's you. It's you. It's who you are. You get the point? It's what you do, how much effort you put in, how much zeal. This is the only place in the world that what you put in is what you get out. You know what I mean? What you put in is what you get out. Any electricians in here or engineers? Electrician? Give me the concept of efficiency. Come on. What you understand from it, Mike?
I just don't know much from it.
No, okay.
I don't know much from it.
With electricity, right?
Yes.
Is power in equal power out?
Yes.
Ideally.
Yes.
They call it the ideal equation.
In most cases,
like in theory, that works.
Yeah.
But power in is not equal to power out. You lose power from resistance, which is why when you plug electrical things in, they get hot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Gas. You put gas in a car. Ideally, you put this amount of gas in, you're supposed to get this amount of mileage.
Yeah, yeah.
That varies. The ideal situation is what you put in is what you get out.
Yeah.
According to the white man's science and engineering, if they try to get efficiency to 100%.
Yeah.
That's what efficiency is. Efficiency is a measure of how much you lose from your input to your output. If your input and your output is the same, that's 100% efficient. Right. You're not wasting anything. But that's not true. There is going to be some spillage. There's going to be loss. So if you could minimize your loss, you are more efficient. In here, this is 100% efficient.
That's right. That's right.
In fact, you're going to get more than 100%. What you put in, Christ said you will be repaid tenfold. So you come in here and you get down and you buckle down, and no matter what, you treat this thing like a goal, like this is something you're going to do. The Lord is going to repay you for it. Is it easier or harder? That depends on you. That depends on your mindset. There's nothing in this world that does not come from hard work.
Right.
You into kickboxing. Could you not train or not eat right and still perform?
You could perform, but it would vary the performance in your
What is the perform I'm talking about? Perform mean to actually do well.
Yeah. So when you
train or not eat right?
No, because if you go into there and perform your performance, you're gonna look like an idiot.
You're gonna get beat.
Make a fool at yourself.
So whose fault is that?
Your fault.
Your fault.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to go through the things that's necessary to achieve what you want.
Yeah.
So you are sister in the truth. What's your goal if you have a husband in the world? Most women would say, I want, not you, this is the sister who asked the question. Most women would say, I want my husband and my family to be in the truth with me. And that's honorable and right. And this is what the Lord said. Give it to me. Well, 1 Corinthians 7. With the husband and the wife. I believe it's 7. Is it 1 Corinthians or Hebrews?
Is it the one in 33
Let me see. No, because that's telling her to obey the brother in the word. And you should still honor your husband, but if your husband is a drug addict and he bringing weed to you, should you obey him? No, that's a sin. You got to obey the Lord. I think it's 1 Corinthians 7. 7 and what?
13.
All right, who up? Yeah,
7,
what do you mic?
7. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman which has an husband that believeth not, and
Hold
if
on. 12.
Verse 12. But to the rest speak I not the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
If any brother has a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away.
Right? This is what Paul said, and the Lord honored it. That's why he said, the rest I speak, not the Lord. Meaning this is Paul giving his advice. It's in the record, so the Lord honored what he said.
Right.
He said, if any brother has a wife that doesn't believe, she's not in the truth. You in the truth. She doesn't. If she be pleased to still dwell with you, do not divorce her. Don't put her away. Don't leave her, which is what the Christian church teaches. They say unequally yoked, and they separate you, which is against what the Bible says.
Right.
And these fake Israelite groups teach that. That you could put her away, get rid of her, whatever. You can't do that. She don't believe, but she's pleased to dwell with you. Keep her. If she's not pleased to dwell with you, what would she do?
She would leave.
She would leave. Right? Sisters, right or wrong? If she's not pleased, she would leave from that. And that's not on you. At that point, that would be on her.
Right.
Vice versa. Same thing for the sisters. If you're a sister and your husband is not a believer, but he pleased to dwell with you, don't divorce him. It's still your husband. Because if he's not pleased to dwell with you, what would he do? You'd leave. Man, I ain't messing with her with that Israelite shit. Covering her head. She don't even cook no pork no more. He gonna go where he could get the pork. Ain't no sweat. That's not on you. That's on him. It's still a heartbreak in both cases, but you didn't sin.
Right.
You get the point? The sin would be divorcing them. Right? So let's start with that. Keep going.
Okay. And the woman which has an husband that believeth not, and if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him.
That's what we just went over. Okay. Right? Keep going.
Okay. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife.
Say it again.
For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife.
That's what the sister was asking. If you have a husband who's not in the truth, does it make it harder? It doesn't make it harder. You were the one who would make it harder because you will be finding faults or you struggling. What you're supposed to do is you want your husband to be in the truth. You be in the truth.
That's right.
You be 10 toes down in the truth. Both feet in.
Right.
Don't tiptoe. Don't test the waters. Jump in. Jump all the way in. No turning back. Be on fire all the way. And the Lord is going to now preserve your husband for your sake. Because he sees how you work in here, sis. He sees all the food you cook, how you look after the brothers, you braid the brothers here, you sew the fringes on the garments, you help them out. You sisters right now, I know in America this is how it is, but I don't know about the UK. In America, women are more hireable than men. They usually put, unless you have a degree or something, you usually get the laborer job. The women get in the office job and the manager jobs, and they get in more of the money. Is that the case here, where sisters are more hireable than brothers, or it's still kind of even?
I'd say women get hired more.
Women get hired more. I would think that's the case, and that's by design. The oppressor wants to take power away from you,
That's right.
and he's made this world so carnal. We judge people based on their money. Which is why when celebrities die, we cry and put R.I.P. I didn't know that nigga. R.I.P. what? I don't know him. Lord be with him. But I didn't know them.
Right.
But when celebrities die, we feel like we're so close to them, and that's because of money. How do I know that? Poor people die every day, and you don't R.I.P. nothing.
Right.
You don't R.I.P. a goddamn thing. In fact, you say, yeah, good, he dead. Ain't that right? You know what I mean? You feel for celebrities. So now the white man, he's trying to take power from you, so he gives your woman the money.
Right.
In a righteous setting, she would make 10 times what you make and come and show you the salary at the end of the week. Does he pay slip, baby? This is how much I make. I didn't make the full 40. Remember, I had to take 2 hours to go to that appointment. Boom. All right. And you would say, all right, this is too up. Good job, mama. 10%, send that into the school. That's tithes. What bills we looking like this week? We ain't had no bills. All right, put this amount in the bank. Send this to my account. What about your hair and your nails? You need that done this week? Not this week. Next week? All right. We'll put 50 towards that. And then when the next check come, you'll go handle that. Everybody, and you run down the whole budget. That's what's supposed to happen. Not she get this check and I don't need no nigga. I'm in the INDEPENT. You're independent when that nigga breaking in the house though. Baby, wake up. Somebody in the house. You got the check, go handle that shit. Right. Go on, I'm broke. Yep. I can't do nothing. Money make power, right? Go handle that shit with your rich ass. Excuse me, language. You get the point? That's what should happen. So now, you in the truth, your sister in the truth, you be in here and be solid up in here. You don't turn back. You made the right decision. No matter how hard it might seem at first, and people not loving you. That's another thing with us. We are people very social. We like but we attracted or we rely on validation. People, co-signing what we do. Right. You play in sports, you're doing, oh, good job. You're in school, good job. Or you with them I.S.U.P.K niggas, they're a cult. Right. They're on a hate group, something. You want to go with them, you're going to die on the street with them. I ain't dead yet. I don't know about you, Karate. You died yet? Right. You still here, right? Okay. I seen footballers die. I seen doctors and lawyers die. Right. I seen Christians die. Right? Yep. So where's the death? Even though it might seem hard at first, you stay up in here. The Lord will preserve your husband for your sake. You love your husband and you want it to work, be in here. Be in here 100%. The decision would be on him. And what you would find in most cases, you would become a better woman.
Right.
Right? You would become a better woman. Our women, because of the white man, have a false sense of liberation. They have a false sense of being a victim. They have a false sense of independence. Our women think the world is against them when the entire world props women up.
Right.
Every song on the radio is about a woman. I'll give you the sun, the moon, the stars, something.
Right.
I'll give you everything. Everything praises you. Everything. So what excuse do you have for not being polite and nice and being able to? What's your excuse? The world hates black men.
Right.
You in every movie you the robber, you did this. Now it's starting to shift. In every movie they have our sisters portrayed as whores and stuff. But there's a bias against men versus women. So now, because of that, you could be in a marriage and you not seeing that how you are is why this brother is this way with you. Make no mistake, a man is made to rule and dominate.
That's right.
Give him his spot to rule and dominate. If he's smacking you up and knocking your head upside the wall, call the UPK, call Karathi, ASAP.
Right.
We'll come handle that thing. That don't mean the marriage is over. We'll come handle it. You better not be doing that to him because we'll come handle it too. And I know you ain't want to be in a room full of these brothers answering questions on why you pour hot oil. You all don't do grits. What your sisters up here? What you all do, sis? Come on, tell me. No, well, you see,
I'm not allowing no man to put. From my father stop putting his hand on me. I'm as a child growing up. I'm not allowing no man.
Why did your father have to put his hands on you as a child?
Well, unnecessary petty things, really. You know what I mean?
No.
Like say prime example. I used to call a black girl next door to me. I used to call her Wiggy, but I didn't understand that she had health issues with her hair.
Okay, but hold on. Did he tell you stop it?
Yeah, but I carried on. I carried on, so I got beat for that.
Stay with me. He told you stop.
Yes.
Did you stop?
No, I didn't.
You defied his authority.
Yes, so
that's it.
Clap up again.
No, you had a father in your life that gave you a certain amount of discipline. So as now you're an adult, you have a certain check and balance in your life now, mentally, because you grew up with authority over you. There's a lot of sisters and brothers who don't have the same thing you was talking about. You need a man. That man brings a certain gravity to the room, a certain weight to the room. And everybody knows it. Mommy home, the kids jump swinging from the damn, hold on to this, swinging, hanging out the window. Daddy come home. Hey, what's going on? Everybody straighten up. Up. Hey, what's going on? Why are you looking like that? Nothing. Nothing. They lean up on the wall right where they was writing. The spot they was writing on the wall, they're standing up right there. Hey, Daddy, how you doing? What's going on with you? Everybody gets straightened up. That's a man. That's the presence of a man. Now, we've missed that in our lives, and especially sisters. So now when sisters become adults, they're in a house with a man, and a man doesn't have to do a lot to exude that energy. It's going to follow him wherever he goes, which is why when we walk into a bank or an office, everybody looks up. The security moves a little closer. It's just something with us. When a woman doesn't grow with that, when she tries to have a marriage, when that man tries to be in charge, she's going to challenge him every time. And a man is short on patience. He doesn't have eternal patience. He's just as patient as you are. Because if you run out of patience, you will not obey him. He's going to run out of patience too. And what happens at that point? Lord be with both of you. So to stop it, this is what needs to happen. I'm going to come back to the sister's question. Women need to understand that sex is marriage. When you open your legs to a man, you're telling him he is now in charge of you. You keep your legs closed, your father is in charge of you. You don't have a father, get a father figure, uncle, whatever. You don't have none of that, come into the UPK, call Commander Gen.Yahanna, he'll be your father. Right. He done been a father to us all. The minute you open your legs to that brother, you're telling him, I'm willing to join flesh with you, and now you will be in charge of me, and I'll follow you. Now again, efficiency, is that going to be 100% of the time? No. Sometimes she might disagree. She might get out of pocket. But the 90% of the time she obey you, you might be like, what's going on with you, Gil? Come here, sit on my lap. Just listen, they be grown. Let me tell you all something, brothers. They be grown. Some of them tall, some of them short, whatever. But in that body is a little princess. And you better recognize that. And you come sit down. What's wrong with you? What's going on? What's the problem? Talk. You gotta talk to me. You gotta treat her like a princess, and you could solve the whole thing. Now that's if she's obeying him 90% of the time. But if 90% of the time, boy, he had to go outside. He had to go get high. Because the world telling him he ain't shit.
Right.
Then he come home and you there, your hand on your hip, the head tie all jacked up, and you looking at him telling him he ain't shit. He's going to hate you. He's going to hate you. Because you having sex with him, he's looking at you like you are part of him.
Right.
And he looking at you, and then he's looking at you like my own flesh is telling me I ain't shit. I'm losing it. I'm losing. A man is not a woman. He's built differently. Understand him. Respect him. MC Light had a song. You all know who MC Light is? He's an old school rapper. She has an old school song says, just like a test, I cram to understand you. Meaning she learned this man. Of course, the relationship ended bad, but she was saying she tried to learn him, and vice versa. Brothers, you're going to have to learn this sister, which is why in here, there's a 6-month period where you can't talk to her. Sister come in the school. Some sisters coming in the school bad as hell, brother. And you looking at her and be like, oh, boy. Hey, sis, what you need? One of the shamar gonna pull you up and say, brother, what you doing?
Right.
You could only salute her. All you could do is say, hey, shalom, sis, how you doing? 6 months, you leave her alone. Let her get a new name. Let her learn the truth. Ask all her questions. Same thing for a brother. Sometimes a sister come in the school, she need a husband. You come in, young kickboxer, you knocking people out, old scholar over here. You know what I mean? She see you coming through and the brothers talking to you about kickboxing and shit. Guess what she gonna do? Y'all don't know women. Women stalk you more than you stalk them. She gonna go on YouTube and see you knocking somebody out. She like, you see him? My man. And she gonna plot on you, and she gonna get checked. You need time to change. After that 6 months, you'll request from the head of the school, which is Captain Karafi, and then he gonna call Commander Gen.Yahanna for approval and say, Slaki, so this sister here from Manchester, she's interested in this brother. And he gonna say, what's the report on the sister? What's the report on the brother? Are they paying tithes? Are they good in the school? Are they solid? If they're not, the courtship ain't gonna be approved because you're not ready to commit to each other. Why? Because you wouldn't even commit to the Lord.
Right.
Your track record is important. Then it gets approved. Then you get approval to talk to her. That's it. Nothing else. No dates. No nothing. You better be thankful, Commander Yahanna in charge. He'll allow you the FaceTime. I won't, because I know what the hell you all will do with a video call. I know exactly what you all will do with a video and a phone and all kind of things. Right. I know what's in that folder that says Candy Crush. I never opened that folder. Ain't no Candy Crush in that joker. I'll just let you all talk on the phone. In fact, I'll turn you all into pen pals. Get back to writing. Go down to the post office, lick the stamp. Send this to my baby. Wait until she reply. But he'll allow you all to talk to each other. And as the courtship progress, if it goes well, you all could request to go on dates. To go on a date to be in a physical presence, you have to ask permission. Because in here, this thing is honorable. This thing is not just, I saw him in the club and he looked fly, she looked bad, and now you're arguing over a child. That shit don't happen. You get permission to now go on a date. And that date is going to be chaperoned. Which means somebody had to go take the rib and the kid out to follow your dumb ass around with his sister. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. You're not going to get no woman up in here. And if sis, that's too much for you, go in the street. Go get Rashford. Go get Sterling. See how that work out for you. I heard they like white women. No, but not them two, the other ones. You get the point? Once that goes on, somebody going to request to marry. At that point, the brother is going to have to talk to Commander Gen.Yahanna about a dowry that he's going to have to pay for the sister. You don't just get, you ain't getting her tail for free. You ain't that good. You ain't that special. Everybody had to pay the piper. You're going to pay her father, like the Bible says, because Commander Gen.Yahanna raised her so well that you want to marry her. You're going to pay him because he's losing a sister now. Now, this sister who would normally just be in the school, she's going to be yours. She's still going to be in the school, but her focus ain't going to be on, you know, cooking and cleaning and doing everything, because some of her focus had to be on you. You had to compensate him for that. He done raised her up. And you're going to work out a dowry. And that dowry could range, brother. That dowry could be, you are outstanding officer in this truth. You done raised up prison program and camps and stuff. You know, you already paid. Go ahead, have her. Or that dowry might be $10,000. If I was you young brothers and you want to get one of these princesses in here, go to Uber right now. Start putting aside money now. Just put it aside. Don't touch it. Get a shoebox and put dowry on the box. And every penny, just put it in there, brother, because these sisters are expensive because they're worth it. And you're going to pay for her, because now, if you pay for something, brothers like to wear Jordans, right? You know, like Jordans, J's this, J's that. When you pay for that Jordan, you ain't leaving it out. You keep it in the box, in a bag, in one of them clear case. You buy the little plastic thing and put in the front of the shit so the shit don't crumple up. And you pay $250 for that. How much more would you treat her if you pay $5 grand for her? That's the spirit of it. Now, sis, if he pay $5 grand for you, will he be that quick to beat you up? Nah. He might just tell you how much he paid for you to shut your damn mouth up. Say it again, sis.
What does dominate mean?
Dominate means to rule righteously. It means to be in charge of something and rule and make sure everything gets done. That's what's to dominate. To have dominion is to rule over something. And the Lord gave man dominion, meaning to rule, to handle things. Like your father, your daddy, he rules, right? He tells you what to do. He tells you where to go. He tells you, okay, don't go over there because there's danger over there. Your father is dominating that house, as he should. You understand now? You sure? Let me know. If you have more questions, raise your hand. Give her a hand. That's right. Some courage. And she raised her hand too. God damn. She's learning. So now, without that whole system, because this sister now, when it's time for the marriage, he gonna tell her, listen, I'm gonna ask to marry you. I'm ready to marry you. She gonna say, well, listen, I'm ready. And the marrying is the sex. The sex is the marriage. At that time, you tired of going to the movies with the bro. You're like, I want to see what the hell is under that. Right? And she want to show it to you. So that's the driving force. You tell her, well, listen, I'm gonna call now and find out what's going on. She knows that you could get denied. She knows that you all may not come to an agreement on the dowry. Marriage is transactional. That's in the Bible. It's not love. It's transactional. So now she's hoping you get the okay. Sometimes you might get, okay, you could go ahead and marry her, brother, but you're going to have to give me $100 every month until this dowry is paid. And that's based on your reputation in the school. If you are solid, brother, you ain't going to dip out on it, you might get that. That's not for everybody. You bring that money. Or bring half and then give me the other half later. It could work any type of way. She's praying and hoping this thing will work out because she wants you. She wants to get picked. She really wants to be owned by you. She wants to be called by your name. Right. And then you come back and say, we good. We going soon. I don't get the approval. We could get married. She's elated now. Now she's not single anymore. Now she's desired. She's wanted. And because of that, she wants to please you because you done gave her a certain amount of worth now. She ain't just some single thing on the side, posting on the internet like this, sending text 3 in the morning. Who up? You up? Right. Who wants to hit me up? Who wants to FaceTime? That's a desperate, lonely broad. She wants to be freed from that. Now, with all that background, it's very difficult to get to the point where you're so dysfunctional with the violence. You get the point, sis? You understand what I'm saying? Like how you say you wouldn't allow the brother to do it. It's not so much of allowing him to do it. It's being the type of person he will never do it to. That's what you want to do. You want to be the type of sister a brother would never raise his hands to. And brother, you want to be the type of brother she is terrified to ever offend because she knows you a prince. You royalty. Right. And there's women out there who would want you. And she don't want to get replaced. Now, with that said, a man can have more than one woman. He can't leave any of them.
Right.
So she'll know you could get more, but she knows that with you having more, if she's being a female dog, she could see less of you. So she wants to deal with you right, because she know you'll deal with her right. Like that's where we need to get. Not so much, I would never let this happen. Instead of saying I would never let this happen, be the type of person that this could just never happen to.
Right.
You understand? Like everybody loves Beyonce. Everybody loves Beyonce, right? You ever heard the movie 12 Years a Slave? You ever seen it? Right? And they put that ugly African in there, but I was so mad about it. Ugly broad. That boy crying on the camera. I'm like, beat us some more. Hell. Brother, ugly like the back of my foot. Now, if you really wanted to get sympathy for black people, you wouldn't cast her. You would put Beyonce in there.
Right.
Let Beyonce get beat. Let us see Beyonce with her back bleeding. We would be like, nah, you can't do that to her. How could you do it to Beyonce? That would inspire something. Because we hold Beyonce like this is not the type of woman you do that to.
Right.
Now take that, you become the type of sister a brother would just execute a whole city for. Hold on 1 second. You have something up there? Most High in Christ. What time you have? Most High in Christ. Go ahead. To water too. Just let me know. Text me when you get down to the camp. All right. All right. Most High in Christ. Good job to water. Yeah. I think she should be right outside. I'm gonna check right now. All right, but that's the wild. Salaki. Yeah, you want to be the type of person that these things don't happen to. All right, since you might have to take it outside, Salaki. You don't get the same privileges. So, yeah, that's the wild. Because go ahead. I'll teach you the class. I'm gonna double check now. All right. No sweat. You good? You good to go? Go ahead. You have to jump there. Right? You want to be the type of person that any offense is just, it becomes so egregious. Like to offend you is just an egregious thing. You want to have that type of reputation. You want to serve in here. I always give young sisters this advice when they come into school. Come into school and be the type of sister to these brothers that they would kill for and die for. Feed them when they're hungry. See when the hair need braiding, offer to braid the hair. If they need fringes sewn on the garments, do it. Be the type of sister that takes care of these brothers. So if you make a call 3 o'clock in the morning and they laying down with their woman gets left. You out the bed because this sister in need. You be that type of woman, you'll never be without a man or a brother or anything. And no man would ever lift a hand, even if you disagree with him. Even if you do something. And I'm not saying women who get beat deserve it. But what I'm saying is, there's reactions to every action, and we could stop this whole thing here if we treat each other differently. We treat each other the right way. So you have a husband in the world, come fully into the truth. Don't half step. Be in here holy and watch the Lord work your marriage out for you. All right, that's the end of it here. Look, you read on a little bit more.
That was mine, right?
14.
Yeah, can. 14.
14.
Can. Okay. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife.
The unbelieving husband is made clean by the wife. Meaning, just like I was telling you, sis, like you might have family in the world, but they're not really your brothers. They're not really they're not your family really. They're Israelites, but they're not here. You in here, we accept you. They come in, we accept them because of you. Without you being here, who are you? Some. Okay, it's a lot of checks going on because I don't know them. You get the point? We have kids in here. You understand? Like not anybody could just come and sit in here. We ain't gonna let somebody come and stab these kids in here like in the studio. Right. But you bring somebody. Who's this? Oh, this is your brother. This is my brother. Something. We accept him because of you. You understand? The unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife. Like because of her and her dedication to the Lord doesn't kill him. the Lord doesn't put him to death, and he should be thankful for that. Keep reading.
And the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband.
And the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. You might be a brother, you coming into the truth, your wife giving you trouble, she threatening to leave you, whatever. You know, put the suitcase by the door, open the door, let her go. When you come up in here, and be 10 toes down, and the Lord is going to work that thing out and have mercy on her for your sake. And if she does get extreme ever and leave you, the Lord's going to replace her with somebody or somebodies 10 times better. You wouldn't lose. You could never lose with the Lord. Never.
Right.
But you had to come in. It's all based on you. Keep reading.
Else were your children unclean.
If that wasn't the case, then your children would be unclean to the Lord. One of them parents is in the truth. You come in the truth fully because you have a lot more to lose than you think. You could lose that husband and that wife or them children. But because of your work, the Lord could have mercy on your kids. You might have a parent that's not in the truth. You come up in here, the Lord could have mercy on that parent. Because they're still in the world. They're going to be subject to the things of the world. But COVID might pass them. They mightn't get that diabetes as strong as somebody else. They might start healed from it. They mightn't get the full-blown Alzheimer's. They might forget a little bit, but they're still functional. You get the point? The Lord could have mercy on your loved ones based on how you stand for him. And that's a test to if you really love that person. If you really love your loved ones, stand with the Lord. If you half step with the Lord, you really don't love them people you say you love because you're putting them in danger. Now you're pissing the Lord off. He gonna come hit who you love. The Lord is a gangster. He gonna hit who you love to show you who in charge. So get down with him and he'll preserve who you love. Let me get the last question out and then we wrap up.
One question online. Sister Candice, she says, so like you say, is it considered selfish to deny seeing or courting anyone for a prolonged period of time?
I don't know, sis. Does she have a picture? Shame on me. Depends, sis. You might be selfish with that thing. No, okay. And this is for sisters and brothers. You don't have to court. You don't have to get married. You don't have to. You could just come in here and be a brother and work for the Lord and be totally focused and do amazing things for the Lord. And it's definitely you could achieve more without being married. You could achieve more because now you don't have to worry about the wife and the children and this and that. You're a free man. You could go wherever. You could do whatever. If Commander Gen.Yahanna say, hey, I want to camp in Germany, you ain't got no woman, you ain't got no kids, you want to play into Germany. You could up and move. You're free. So it's not selfish. But if your reasons for doing it is selfish, then it becomes selfish. But you don't have to get married. You don't have to. You could stay separate. You could just come and serve the Lord. Now, what you would find is as you come in here, sometimes it could start to become difficult because the nights is lonely. And you have to do everything for yourself. You sisters, you have to go get that oil change for yourself because you're single. And when the mechanic tell you $150 because it's a special oil from Belgium, you pay the $150. But if you have a husband, he might go there and say, $150 what, nigga? I'll give you 40. You doing it or what? Yeah, I'll do it. Certain things, there's a trade-off with everything. To say it's selfish, I wouldn't say that part. What you want to do if you're a young brother or sister in the truth and you want to consider if to court or not, get counsel. Right? The person you're reporting to might know you better than you know yourself. And they could say to you, you're not ready to court yet. You're not mature enough to court yet. You're still battling certain things. I would hold off. You get the point? Or I think you should court. And they might recommend somebody for you. You want to get counsel. That's what you want to do in that situation. But of course, if you don't want to court, you don't want to marry, you don't have to. Nobody going to force you to marry or nobody going to force you not to marry. What I would say is get counsel. Get on the phone with your camp leader or whoever it is that the general might say for you to get counsel from, and you spill the whole beans to them. You let them know your thoughts, how you think, what bothering you. Most of these things come from fear, right? There's some bad experience you had in the world and you never want to experience it again, and rightfully so. and you could confess it. You'd be like, listen, this is really why I don't want to get married. This is what happened the last time, and it took me a while, and really I still love this person, and blah, 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 blah. And you could begin to get the plan on how to move forward. Moving forward could mean going into a courtship so you could forget this shit. Moving forward could mean stay separate, stay in the work. Moving forward could mean, what happened to this person? Well, they're still there, but we can't work it out. Well, maybe we all get on the phone and we see what their side is. And maybe it's something that could be worked out. Who knows? But you want to get counsel. So that would be my answer for that one. We go to them? Go ahead. Yeah, that's it for the questions. With that, pass the class over to Priest and who's the guy? Priest and Officer Mawasa. Get out of here.
Okay, this is the I.S.U.P.K secret announcement. The I.S.U.P.K secret announcement. We are the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves off the world.
Make it big. Go ahead, Mausa.
If they need transportation, the teacher
young
will
brother, hand this mic here.
After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest, in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 verse 21, Malachi 3 verse 8 to 10. Mean tithes in the Hebrew, Mahashara, 10% of any pennies of any increase the Lord give to the treasury, to the treasury department. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holiday, upcoming holy convocation. Feast of Trumpets.
2nd of October.
In the 2nd of October. Upcoming holy convocation. Announcing holy convocation from the sheep. Remind Akim and Abkiawat to check the bulletin board in the hallway if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school or start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headscarf, headband, scarf. And with that, we say I'm Madam. One courtesy salute to the teacher. Mega for Israel. I'm Madam Shabbat. I'm Madam Shabbat. Yeah, Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrakatah. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrakatah.
Yazramata. Class dismissed?
No.
Sisters.
Sisters like Mariam, which means to stand. All right, for the sisters, you put your hand like this, all right? Right hand over your left hand, right in the middle of your chest. Heels together, toes apart. All right, that's the stance for the sisters. It's a nice, humble, princessy stance. And if you're a single sister, these brothers are going to want to jump all over you with this stance right here. You in an argument with your husband, you do this. My lord, the argument is over. And you have the British accent too, my lord. Do that and see what's going to happen. Go ahead, Al.
Courtesy salute to the sisters. I'm Madam Shabbat. I'm Madam Barak.
Yahweh Shema Adon Hashem Yahushai. You got to do it slow for the sisters. Copy, help them out.
Yahweh.
Just repeat after the captain.
Yahweh. Shema. Alatah. Hashem. Yahweh Shai. It's been the Most High in Christ. Watch over me. Yajamata. Hands down. Dismissed.